You're watching the Daily Dodge Pregame Show.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, from Cambria Friesland High School. Daily Dodge TV proudly presents the high school football game of the week. And tonight, it's non-conference action as the Fall River Rio Rebels come to town to take on the homestanding Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers. Hi again, everybody. Mike Tronson with you at the football field. I'm joined by my good friend and partner, Tim Haldeman, and Aiden Voigt is our videographer and engineer for tonight's broadcast. High school football on Daily Dodge TV is presented by Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Kladowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch of Beaver Dam, Park Village Shopping Center, Richards Insurance, Preferred Dental Partners, Napleton Chevy Buick GMC, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Gruber Law Office, Beaver Dam and Mayville Tire and Service, Air Care, Jerry's BP, Silica for your home, and Moraine Park Technical College. Glad to have you with us, everyone, on this Friday night. And Tim Haldeman, it is an honor to be back with you in the booth as tonight we start our 28th year together. It has been a fun ride for all those years, and isn't anybody I'd rather have by my side. Good to see you, pal.
Well, Mike, it's not like I haven't seen you of late. I mean, the last time I saw you...
in this setting, I guess.
Oh, there you
go.
go.
How's that?
Yeah, the last time I saw you, we had near falls and pins and this kind of stuff going on at the Radio Park at the Dodge County Fair just last Saturday night. And, well, that was entertainment and sport in another light. This one here is a whole lot different, Mike. Thank heavens. These guys are playing for the real McCoy out here. And speaking of McCoy, this is a battle of the Hatfields and the McCoys because, you know, you got the Rio community, Fall River community, Cambria right in between. And there's got to be a whole bunch of cousins out there, no doubt about it, banging heads against each other. And I guarantee you they're looking forward to it. You know, a couple, probably 3 weeks of practice, these guys have got in along with one scrimmage. And they're sick and tired of banging heads against each other, I guarantee you. And, you know, when you play in practice, it's just plain not the same. And then you come out here on Friday night, the first week, and these young fellas, I mean, to tell you, there's a whole bunch of them that have never played varsity football before, you know. And there's nothing like adrenaline going through a 16-year-old young man's body just to get him all pumped up and ready to hit his opponent on the other side of the line. So looking forward to a good one and, you know, something a little different here, Mike, at Cambria Friesland High School this year.
Oh, yes, and that is the fact that for the first time in over 40 years, someone other than Jim Bilesma is the head coach of Cambria Friesland. Jim Bilesma, he stepped down. He retired last year after the season was over. And, boy, you talk about a Hall of Fame ledger. All that guy did over his career, 279 victories, 16 conference titles, a state championship in 2002 in Division 7. Oh, and there was also a Division 6 runner-up finish in the mid-1990s. So hats off to Jim Bilesma on just a legendary career here spanning over 4 decades. But you know what? He's left the program in good hands, Tim Haldeman. The new head coach is one of Jim's former players who played on that state championship team in 2002, and he's also been on the staff, the coaching staff, the last few years, and that's Jamie Link. And other than Jim Bilesma, the entire coaching staff from last year is back this year, and a lot of familiar names on the field are back. And you look at this Cambria Friesland team, Tim Haldeman, it's amazing that a school this small continues to be as successful on the gridiron as they have been. And when you look at who's back this year, save Jim Bilesma, it should be more of the same.
Well, Mike, you know, I don't think there's any sport really that's played in high school that follows the tradition of a high school coach. when you got a coach that's just consistent and a coaching staff that is consistent throughout all those years, it just lends itself to the consistency of winning, Mike. And Jim Bilesma, tell me if I'm wrong, Mike, but there is a sportsmanship award in the conference that is named after him. Am I correct?
I thought that was Al Bronson, but I could be wrong.
Oh, you might be right.
I think it's Al Bronson.
Come to think of it, you're right.
There's another legendary
there
name
you
that
go.
people remember.
I knew it was
a
Cambria Friesland person.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so I stand corrected, and I appreciate you helping me out on that. And both of these schools, you take a look at the numbers, Mike, and I haven't counted them, but there's probably somewhere between 20 and 25 kids per team, and one thing that's going to lend itself to rather quickly is depth. And, neither one of these teams are going to have a whole lot of depth, especially at the skilled positions, Mike, and quarterback, running back, ends, and that type of thing. And, it's sometimes tough if injuries come up and bite people, and it oftentimes happens real early in ball games.
Well, one of the keys for success this season, according to new head coach Jamie Link, is to stay healthy. Because when you've got a school this small and a roster of this size, all it takes is one or two injuries at a key position, and it drastically changes the course of your season. Now, I haven't confirmed this. I have not confirmed this, but the enrollment here at Cambria Friesland is, the last year's been right around 100 kids, maybe give or take a few. I haven't confirmed it, but I think, at least I've heard, that Cambria Friesland may be the smallest school in the state still fielding an 11-man football team. Most schools of this size have gone to 8-man, or they've definitely, co-opted with other schools. I haven't confirmed that, but from what I know, I would tend to believe that's probably true.
Well, Mike, let's face it, the 8-man football is making inroads in the state of Wisconsin, and a totally different game. I haven't seen an 8-man football game since I was just a kid, because my high school, where I grew up, Mike, in Southwest Wisconsin, played 8-man football when I was just a little youngster. And heck, we got out of school on Friday afternoons because, of course, we didn't have lights back then. And shucks, man, it was the greatest thing on earth. We got to skip class just to go watch these guys play football. And we had some real studs back in those days from my high school. And, of course, we were much larger then than we are today. But my high school, Blackhawk High School down in Lafayette County, I'll tell you what, well, they've actually merged and co-opted with
Warren, right?
Warren, Illinois.
Warren, Illinois.
Okay. So that goes to show they probably would not have 11-man football either if they hadn't merged with another team. So becoming more and more popular, and, we'll see if things can pick up in numbers here in these smaller schools.
Cambria Friesland last year was 7-4 overall. They were a playoff team. They lost in the second round of the playoffs to Reedsville. Meanwhile, Fall River Rio last year, they were 4-5 overall. They missed the playoffs. And a change for them this year as they transferred out of the Trailways Conference. They're now members of the Eastern Suburban Conference. Josh Haas is now in his third year as head coach. And one thing that you don't see on the Fall River Rio roster, you don't see very many seniors. In fact, they enter this season with only 3 seniors on the roster. They lost a lot to graduation last year. However, their junior class is quite loaded. So that's a positive that you've got a lot of guys in the junior class, but the problem is a lot of those guys stepping into new roles this year. I know that Coach Haas told me that they felt like last year was a missed opportunity. Not being able to get in over the hump and make the playoffs. Going to be a little harder this year with a much younger and more inexperienced team.
Well, and not only that, but a different conference, probably with a little bit larger schools. Mike, you'd have to help me to let me know who is actually in that conference. But it's going to be tougher for them to, no doubt, make the playoffs.
No, it will be tough, but they're excited and they're ready to get at it. And they're young, but they're excited about their juniors. Talking with Coach Haas, he said, the practices have been very good. They've challenged guys to, be energetic, and they said coming into the season that really nobody has a spot locked up. It's wide open. So what that's done over the last couple of weeks here, it's created some very positive and energetic practices because guys are trying to compete for spots. They want playing time.
Well, and of course, when you've got these small numbers and always the possibility of injury, I don't care if you're the first-year freshman. If you've got some ability, chances are you're probably going to get an opportunity to play, if nothing else, on special teams.
No, absolutely. So we'll see what happens. Of course, these two teams played last year, and it was Cambria Friesland winning that game last year by the score of 28-27. It was a nail-biter, and there's a game that, Fall River Rio, if they get over the hump last year and win that game, they're probably a playoff team.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but you and I had that game.
We had that game last year.
We did?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, that was a dandy.
It was. It was a great game.
Fall River Municipal Stadium.
Over there at the, yes, exactly. So here we go. This time it's a non-conference matchup, though. I did see the coin flip earlier, and Fall River Rio won the coin flip. They deferred their choice to the second half, so they will kick off. Let's give you the starting lineups for tonight. First, the offense for Cambria Friesland and new head coach Jamie Link. The quarterback is Dayton McBride, a 5'10" 170-pound junior. The fullback, Callan Drews, 5'9", 215, and a sophomore. And at tailback is his brother Carter Drews, 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, and a senior. The wingback is Hoyt Helmer, 6 feet tall, 180, and a sophomore. At wide receiver, Carson Bermania, 6'3", 180, and a senior. The tight end is Austin Evans, 6'1", 180, and a senior. Looking at the line, the left tackle is Bryce Retzloff, a 5'11", 260-pound sophomore. At left guard, Ashton Bruceveen, 6'2", 185-pound senior. In the middle, the center is Jackson Drews, 5'11", 200, and a junior. The right guard, Braden Bussey, 5'11", 275, and a senior. And at the right tackle position is a transfer student, Evan Capetta, 6'3", 270, and a senior. He and his brother Elisha, they transferred to Cambria Friesland this year from Watertown. Now the defensive starters for Fall River Rio, coached by Josh Haas. In the secondary, the safeties are Caden Symes, 6'3", 160, and a sophomore, along with Kenny Robbins, a 6'1", 200-pound junior, and Jackson Tukulski. He is a 6 foot tall, 180-pound freshman. The cornerbacks are Jack Becker, 5'10", 160, and a sophomore, along with Devin Turk, 5'10", 160, and a junior. Looking at the linebacking core, Riley Sell, 5'8", 200-pound junior, along with Joe Cook, 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, and a junior, and Caleb Christian. He is a 6 foot tall, 215-pound junior. The defensive ends include Drew Tratar, 6'3", 200, and a sophomore, along with Connor Bearwolf, 5'8", 220, and a senior. And the nose tackle is Ethan Abeglin, 6'3", 300-pound junior. Ethan Abeglin, he's easy to notice out there with that stature. Yes, they do. And so those are your starters.
Well, Mike, we're about ready to have the national anthem, and this is the no doubt smallest number of marching band I've ever seen in a high school. We've got a band of 4.
We're going to take a break and be back after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Are you ready for peace of mind? Chad Guzzi here, owner of Air Care in Beaver Dam. If you're tired of unexpected repair bills, you want to sign up for our Total Care plan. It ensures top performance and prolonged life of your heating and air conditioning equipment. Air Care's Total Care customers receive annual inspections, as well as a reduced maintenance rate, plus a 10% discount on all service repairs. Air Care, big enough to serve you, small enough to care. 920-356-8860.
The teams at Beaver Dam and Mayville Tire and Service are growing and adding service technicians and auto lube technicians. Work in a clean shop environment with a fun and friendly team that is committed to excellence and customer satisfaction. Competitive pay based on experience, full benefits, including health, dental, 401k. Join the growing team at Beaver Dam and Mayville Tire and Service. Find full job postings on Facebook or visit either location to submit your resume.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an auto owner's insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your auto owner's insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you. Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no-pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show.
Make Moraine Park Technical College your first choice for an education tailored to your success and growth. With campuses in Beaver Dam, Fond du Lac, and West Bend, visit morainepark.edu/first choice. And alongside my good friend and partner Tim Haldeman, Mike Tronson with you at Cambria Friesland High School. Aiden Voigt is in the house. We've got the band back together, week 1 of the high school football season, and we are glad to kick it off with you tonight here in Cambria. The Hilltoppers wearing red jerseys with black numbers, black pants, and some white trim. Fall River, pretty much the opposite. They've got the white jerseys and pants tonight with red numbers and some red and black trim. Actually, Tim, this is the first game this season for you and me, but not for Aiden. He was working last night. He went down to Johnson Creek with Wally and Corey and saw Johnson Creek, the Blue Jays, get a big win to start the season over Marshall.
Yeah, Mike, I personally was a bit surprised over that. I heard the interview that Wade did with Matt Kleinheinz, the Marshall coach, and, Marshall's always been right up there in the conference standings in that general area, and, they took a pretty good shellacking last night, so I'm a bit surprised over that. Maybe Johnson's Creek is to be reckoned with. No doubt.
If you're tuned into the broadcast tonight, if you'd like to send us an email, we'd love to hear from you. sports@dailydodge.com is where you'll find us. sports@dailydodge.com. Send us your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for, and put Cambria, Friesland, or Fall River Rio in the subject line so we know it's you. Devin Turk's going to kick it off for Fall River Rio. Xavier Dates and Alex Raymond are back deep to receive for the Hilltoppers as we get this season underway. Been looking forward to this now for the last several weeks as the calendar now says it's August 23rd. Hard to believe. Hope you've had a good summer, folks, and the ball is on the tee. As we said, Turk is going to kick it away for the Rebels, who, again, they won the toss. They deferred, so the Hilltoppers going to get it first tonight as they move left to right as we see it in the first quarter of play. Here is the approach. Boom! The ball's in the air. End over end kick, a short kick fielded and bobbled actually at the 30 to the 25. Picked up there, and here comes the cavalry as that is going to lose yardage, that return, as it'll be, I'm trying to see, that was actually Hoyt Helmer who picked up the deflection and got tackled at around the 23-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. We have to thank the Cambria Friesland staff here because initially we were going to be in the auxiliary press box across the field tonight, but we found we would have a few issues if we were put there, and so they graciously allowed us to come over here, and we thank them because we would not have been able to see the scoreboard had we been across the way.
Not only that, we've been looking into the sun.
We've been looking into the sun. 1st and 10 for Cambria Friesland from their own 23-yard line. And the quarterback, Dayton McBride, under center as he hands it off, and boy, not much running room there. Maybe a yard, maybe 2, and as they uncover the pile, we find out that the ball carrier was Callan Drews, the fullback. He's a sophomore, 5 foot 9 inches tall, 215 pounds. Gain of 1 is what they're calling it. 2nd down and 9 with the ball just shy of the 25-yard line. But Callan Drews and his older brother Carter in the backfield a lot of the time for the Hilltoppers.
When was the last time you saw a T formation? In other words, the quarterback gets the snap right from the center, and there were 3 backs behind him. That's called a full house backfield.
And Dayton McBride hands it off, and this time this is Carter Drews as he spins his way across the 25 out to about the 29-yard line. White jerseys there to greet him, including Kenny Robbins and Joe Cook on the stop. Now, Cambria Friesland made a change this year. They took Carter Drews, who had been the starting quarterback for the last several years, and they moved him to the tailback spot, which is actually his natural position. And Dayton McBride, this is his first varsity start because he's been the JV quarterback the last couple of years. So you're putting guys at their natural positions, and that's why the change was made going into this season. And that is a pitch at the last second, grabbed out there on the left side, and a nice tackle on the play. Oh, my goodness, Devin Turk. Well, we can talk about his offense at running back, but he's a pretty good defender, too. Alex Raymond took the pitch, and Devin Turk dropped him at the 30-yard line, and it's going to be 4th and about 3 for the Hilltoppers.
Great pursuit on that pitch. That was really good timing out there as the quarterback
and they're going to go for
the
it.
Hit.
4th and 3 for the Hilltoppers on their own 30, and they're going to go for it.
No,
they're going to punt.
They're
Okay.
not. Mike,
Looks like they're, I see it now. I see it now.
Training yet?
Yeah. And there is the punt, and the deep man back for Fall River Rio was Jackson Tukolsky. He just gets away from it. It'll be down around the 30-yard line. For a moment, I thought they were going for it, but no, the punter did get it away, and that was Carson Bermania that kicked it for the Hilltoppers. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels of Fall River Rio. And again, the ball is going to be at their own 30-yard line. 9:45 to go in the opening quarter. No score as of yet on the Gruber Law Office. 1 call, that's all scoreboard. Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman with you tonight. Glad you're with us for opening week high school football. And 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the game. No score, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Rebels. They move right to left as we see it and you see it, and before the ball is even snapped, we have a whistle and an equipment problem as
that's our referenced
Ethan
number
Abeglin.
73, yeah.
Ethan Abeglin has to go off.
He? He looks like a football player.
Yes, he does.
Woo.
We talked about him earlier. 6'3", 300-pound junior. He's hard to miss out there. All right, now we're ready to go for the Rebels. 1st and 10 on the 30. Kenny Robbins, the quarterback, is going to duck under center on this first down play, and he turns around, hands it off. And this is Turk coming to the left side, 35-40. He's to the sideline, 50, 45-40, down the sideline, 30, one man to beat, and tackled, a touchdown-saving tackle by Carson Bermania inside the 15-yard line.
And there's an injured player now.
And we do have an injured Cambria Friesland player, but Bermania with the touchdown-saving tackle. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rebels at about the 12-yard line of Cambria Friesland.
58-yard gain, and he just outraced the outside linebacker, the cornerbacks, the safety, right down the near sideline. And Mike, there's an injury right down here in front of us.
It's on the sideline, so they're going to continue play.
Oh, wow.
They're tending to the injured player on the sideline.
6.
Here we go. 1st and 10 now for Fall River Rio at the 12-yard line of Cambria Friesland after a 58-yard run to get him there. And here is Robbins giving it up. That's Joe Cook straight ahead running inside the 10, and he disappears into the pile. And there's red jerseys all over there to greet him. Leading the way was Carter Drews. He had some help from his friends. It's a pickup of close to 3 as they'll mark it just inside the 9 and around the 8-yard line, or just shy thereof. 2nd and 7 officially for the Rebels. 8:52 and counting left in the opening quarter. No score as of yet on the Gruber Law Office. 1 call, that's all scoreboard. But right now the Rebels are knocking at the door. It's 2nd and 7. Rebels have it on the Hilltopper 9-yard line. Turk, the lone setback, and he will take the handoff straight ahead, breaks a tackle, and gets to about the 6-yard line before he gets wrapped up on the play by Evan Capetta. We talked about him, the transfer, defensive tackle, coming in from Watertown. He and his brother transferred to Cambria Friesland this year from Watertown, 6'3", 270-pound senior. And he makes the stop, but not before a gain of about 3. It's going to be third down and roughly 4 to go at the 6-yard line.
No doubt 4-down territory here. And, let's go back to math school. Every time you get 3 yards and you got 4 plays, you're going to get a first down.
3rd and 4 for the Rebels from the Hilltoppers' 6-yard line. Turk again behind the quarterback, Robbins, who's under center. He takes the snap, gives it to Turk, straight ahead, gets tripped up. And the ball, did the ball come out? Nope, but he got
1.
He got 1 to the 5. And it's going to be 4th down and about 2. And obviously this is 4-down territory here. And so this will be a big play in the game very early. 7:20 and counting left in the first quarter. No score as of yet on the Gruber Law Office's 1 call, that's all scoreboard, but that could be changing here unless Cambria Friesland can come up with a big defensive stop here.
Beglin is really favoring his right ankle. He's a hurting fella there at the left guard position.
All right, on 4th down and 2. Robbins barking out signals. And turns around, fakes the handoff. He's going to be sacked. Oh, what a play by Carter Drews, the inside linebacker. He sacks Robbins on 4th and 2, and the ball goes over on downs to Cambria Friesland. Huge defensive play early in the game as the Rebels were knocking on the door, and Carter Drews came up big, dropping the quarterback Robbins for a loss. They put it back at about the 13, so a loss of about 7, and it's 1st and 10 for Cambria Friesland from their own 13-yard line. 6:49 to go in a scoreless first quarter. And the handoff goes to Drews, and he made a nice cutback, got across the 15 out to about the 17. Joe Cook there defensively on the stop. Devin Turk was there defensively on the stop as well. That is a nice pickup, though, on 1st down. Going to get him about 6 yards.
Which
close
Drews
to 6.
was that, Mike?
Carter Drews on the carry that time. And it'll be 2nd down and a short 5 or a long 4. Take your pick. With 6:20 and counting left in the first quarter. No score between the Rebels and the Hilltoppers on your Gruber Law Office's 1 call, that's all scoreboard. That scoreboard looks nice, by the way. That brand new scoreboard. And thanks to Gruber Law Offices for their support of high school athletics. We appreciate that. All right, 2nd and 5, they're calling it. And the handoff, and this is Drews, I believe, and he gets stuffed after crossing the 20. Got to about the 21, maybe the 22. That was Callan Drews that time. And like I said, Callan and his brother Carter Callan's the fullback, Carter's the tailback. Their numbers are very similar. Callan wears 25, Carter wears 23. That was Callan Drews, and he picked up 4. It's 3rd and 1 now for the Hilltoppers. 3rd and 1 from their own 22-yard line. And on 3rd down, this is the quarterback, McBride, and he's going to get sacked. McBride is sacked on the play by Kenny Robbins. Kenny Robbins is the starting quarterback. He also plays strong safety, and he just made a big play. Drops him for a loss of about 3. It's going to be 4th down and 4 for the Hilltoppers. Did you have something there, Aiden? I'm sorry, I was trying to. Beaver Dam leading right now, 7-0 over Fort Atkinson early in that game. All right, so it's a 4th and 4 for the Hilltoppers. They have to punt it away. Here's the punt by Carson Bermania, and that's bobbled by Tukolsky. He's got to go back and fall on it. And he somehow is able to come up with it. Carter Drews was right in his grill, about to take it away. Oh, my goodness. That is a lucky break for the Rebels.
Touched it,
I thought he did.
Really?
And he acted like he touched it.
Well,
so.
I know he acted like he touched it, but I don't know. We had a bad angle on it.
Well,
he sort of had his back to us, and sort of difficult for us to see. Aiden, you looking at an instant replay there, buddy? No? You think he touched it?
I thought he touched it.
All
but,
right.
again, I've been wrong.
He must have, like you say, because of the fact that
the way he acted
back.
afterwards.
Yeah, right.
4:38 left in the first quarter. No score on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. It's 1st and 10 for Fall River Rio on their own 30, moving right to left. And this is the quarterback, Robbins. Under center, hands it off to the motion man, and that is Becker. And he gets dropped almost immediately. Nice defensive play there by Austin Evans. He's the outside linebacker, 6'1", 180 and a senior. Evans drops him for a gain of only about 2. 2nd and 8 coming up after the 2-yard pickup by Jack Becker, 5'10 sophomore. A lot of juniors and sophomores, as we mentioned, on this Fall River Rio roster. Only 3 seniors on the team this year. Single receivers left and right. They put Turk in the backfield. Robbins barking out the signals under center as they motion a man. That's Becker going to the far side. Hand off to Turk. And he stutters his way up the middle, gets met at about the 35-yard line. That's going to be a 3-yard gainer for Devin Turk. 3-yard pickup. It'll set up 3rd and 5 for the Rebels from their own 35. Clock is running, 3:38 and counting left in the opening quarter of play. And 0-0 on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. Beautiful night. It hasn't been very warm for the first couple weeks of the football season, all the practices and scrimmages. It's going to warm up this weekend and into next week, though, that's for sure. 3rd and 3 now, or 3rd and 5, I should say. And on 3rd and 5, Robbins will hand it off, and that is Cook, and he gets about a yard, maybe 2, before he is dropped on the play. That was Dayton McBride that got in there, helped to bring him down. A couple other red jerseys. It's now 4th down after a gain of only about 1.5, maybe 2. So it's going to be 4th and a short 4. And this is going to be a punting situation as Jackson Tukulski, the freshman, will punt it away. And it is going to be Alex Raymond and Hoyt Helmer going back deep to receive for the Hilltoppers, who come up with another defensive stand. Here's the snap back. Tukulski gets a high end-over-end punt, and it will be fielded over at the 32-yard line. This is Helmer to the 35, left side. He goes to the 40, sideline 45, and he's wrestled out of bounds over on the far side of the field by it's Jackson Tukulski. So the punter makes the tackle. And a short return there, but decent field position for the Hilltoppers as they're going to have it 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Clock stopped with 2:17 to go in the opening period of play. And we are scoreless on the Gruber Law Office. 1 call, that's all scoreboard. Mike, Tim, and Aiden. We've got the money team here tonight. We call ourselves that because our initials are AT&M. Okay, you can think what you want. On 1st and 10, here's a little quick toss out to the near side, caught by Carter Drews. 45, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, 50, and he gets down to the 45-yard line. He broke at least 2 tackles on that play before he was finally brought down by Drew Tratar, the defensive end. 9-yard pickup on that pass play, and it'll be 2nd and 1 with the ball now in Rebel territory at the 45.
We call it a trick play.
A pass?
It's called the forward pass.
Yes. We've joked about that for years in Cambria. That's a trick play because they don't throw very much. It's grinded out. They're on the ground, 90-some-odd% of the time. 2nd and less than a yard. From the Rebel 45, McBride gives it to, he hands it off, and breaking tackles was Callan Drews. As he went off the left side, he got the first down.
Tell you what, Callan Drews broke a couple of would-be tackles in the backfield. He was, very easily could have been stopped at the line of scrimmage right there, and he had a big guy right on top of him, and he broke that tackle and kept on motoring for three really good yards.
Yeah. Gain of 3, 1st and 10 now for the Toppers at the 42 of the Rebels. And McBride fakes the handoff. Pressure coming from the blind side, but he throws it. Got a man wide open, caught at the 20, into the end zone, untouched. Goes Austin Evans. 42-yard touchdown pass from McBride to Evans, who was wide open downfield. Nobody within about 10 yards of them, and it's 6-0 Cambria Friesland with 58 seconds left in the first quarter.
On play action, Mike, and I'll tell you, I don't care if it's high school football, college, or pros. You do play action on first down when that defensive unit is looking for a run. You do play action, and that end coming off the line fakes the block, and he just floats out into the flat. Man, there was nobody within 15 yards of him. I thought for a moment that it was going to be overthrown, but he made a nice catch.
And they go for 2 on this. And this is McBride trying to get to the corner.
Oh, great
and
tackle.
he lunges to the pylon, but no.
Whoa, that was a good tackle.
Turk tackled him just shy of the pylon. So the 2-point conversion fails, but 58 seconds left in the first quarter. It's now 6-0. Cambria Friesland leading Fall River Rio on the Gruber Law Office scoreboard. Back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Your Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly in Beaver Dam knows that Wisconsinites take tailgating seriously, and they'll help you take it to the next level with their award-winning Fox Brothers brats and everything you need, whether you're at the game or enjoying it at home. Fox Brothers award-winning exclusive recipes use only the highest quality ingredients you'll taste with every bite and every brat. Try their 11 Grand Champion brats and sausages, including their pre-cooked Fox Brothers original brats, spicy Southwest chicken brats, and Philly cheese brats. Check them out online at foxbrospigglywiggly.com.
Cheer. Now cheer louder. Any accomplishment worth doing is worth doing with all your heart and soul. The entire team at Hometown Glass and Improvement knows that dedication, time, and respect can lead to greatness. When practicing free throws, running for a touchdown, or installing new windows and doors, it is commitment to something larger than oneself that creates a legacy. So keep cheering for your hometown team. Hometown Glass and Improvement online at hometownglass.com.
.58 seconds left in the opening period, and on the Gruber Law Office scoreboard, it's now 6-0. Cambria Friesland leading Fall River Rio. Mike, Tim, Aiden with you from Cambria Friesland High School. Yeah, nice little drive there to get the toppers on the board.
Yeah, they went 3 plays. They started out at their own 46-yard line. Took them 1 minute and 19 seconds, and a 42-yard scoring pass to Evans. And our first score of the year, Mike. Many more to come.
Yes, absolutely. All right, here we go. As Cambria Friesland will kick it off. Austin Evans, who just scored that touchdown, is set to kick it off.
I'd say TV timeout, Mike, but that's not true.
There's the approach by Austin Evans. End-over-end kick.
There's
nobody
there.
back. And going after it, Devin Turk picks it up at the 10. Around the corner, right side. Get tripped up after crossing the 10. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, we got an injury on the tackle.
Well, we do have an injury, yeah. And I'm trying to see who that is. Way over on the far side of the field.
Does not look good.
For Cambria Friesland, as they are going to have to tend to the injured player. And I believe that injured player, I can't see his jersey number, but he's the one that reached out and tripped up Turk to drop him. But, yeah, he's obviously in some pain with 54 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. This is the first of 6, count them, 6 home games this season for Cambria Friesland. The schedule makers were very kind to the Hilltoppers. They only have 3 road games, and the first road game isn't until September 13th, and it's a game that you're going to be able to watch right here on Daily Dodge TV, because that night the Hilltoppers will make the 5-mile drive down Highway P over to Randolph and take on the Rockets. And we're going to be there that night, Tim, you and I, for that one. And then the very next week, the Hilltoppers come back here on September 20th for their homecoming game against Lourdes. We've got that game here on Daily Dodge TV, and the injured player is up, and that is Alex Raymond.
You know what that means? We're going to get a varsity letter.
That's right.
You and me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm awaiting the invitation to the team banquet at the end of the year.
So we have a third of Cambria Friesland's games on the Daily Dodge TV schedule for this fall. That's nice. No, we're glad to be here, and we're going to see other teams too. Don't get me wrong. We're going to be seeing a lot of the teams in the area, so don't fret about that. But we're looking forward to that. Fall River Rio has 5 home games this year and just 4 road games. This is one of them, obviously. So the schedule makers, things kind of are cyclical. rotate in high school football. Some years you have a few more home games. Some years you have a few more road games. Just the way it kind of works out. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 now for the Rebels on their own 19 with 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Raymond, the injured player, got back to the sideline. Let's hope he's okay. He was walking off under his own power. And the snap is fumbled, and falling on it was Kenny Robbins. And he recovers the fumble, but that's a loss of about almost 2 yards on the play. So 2nd and 12, back at the 17-yard line. Clock ticking, 34 seconds and counting left in the first period, 6-0. Hilltoppers lead the Rebels on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. Time for another play here, maybe two, we'll see. 2nd and 12, Fall River Rio. They'll put 2 receivers to the left. Turk, the lone setback. Robbins under center. They motion a man. Now he's going to set. And Robbins will turn around and hand it off to Turk. Right side he goes, and he got stoned. Oh, my goodness. How about that play? That was Brock Dykstra who made the stop as the quarter comes to an end. So, at the end of one on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. It is Cambria Friesland 6, Fall River Rio nothing. Back in 1 minute. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
Chris Kladowski Real Estate. As a realtor, there is such joy in driving past one of our clients' houses that is now the place they call home. Be it a first-time home buyer, a relocation to our community, or someone upsizing or downsizing. We are past home and meeting your wants and needs each step of the way. We sell the houses, you make it a home. Questions? Give us a call, 920-219-9212. Kladowski Real Estate, your trusted real estate advisors.
Second quarter about to get underway here at Cambria Friesland High School. 6-0 in favor of the home team. Cambria Friesland on top of Fall River Rio on your Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. And as we start the second quarter, Fall River Rio is going to be faced with 3rd and long. It'll be 3rd and 12 from their own 17. As you can see on your Daily Dodge screen, they're going to go left to right in this second quarter. Again, if you want to send us an email tonight, we'd love to hear from you at sports@dailydodge.com, sports@dailydodge.com, if you'd like to email the booth tonight. All right, 3rd and, well, they're calling it 3rd and 13, actually. And just getting some personnel set. Robbins looks to his left, now looks down, grabs the snap, hands it off. Turk breaks one tackle and gets out to the 20, and he got upended there by Dykstra. And it's going to be a gain of about 4, and it'll be 4th and 9. With the ball now at the 20. And this is going to be another punting situation here as the Rebels and Tukulski are going to have to kick it away. And we've got Hoyt Helmer back deep for the Hilltoppers. Helmer, a sophomore, 6-footer, 180 pounds. There's a high
you better
punt,
let that one go.
and this one is going to take a Rebel bounce to the 40. It'll just die at the 40-yard line of Cambria Friesland, but still really good field position for the Hilltoppers as they'll have it 1st and 10 on their own 40 with 45 seconds gone here in the second quarter. 6-0 in favor of the Hilltoppers.
How many Hoyts have you heard of?
Not a whole lot, but a few.
You know the most famous Hoyt?
Hoyt Axton, Hoyt Wilhelm, Hoyt.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hoyt Wilhelm, famous knuckleballer. Yeah. You're talking
Hoyt
about
Axton was an actor, by the way.
Oh,
he was in the movie Gremlins.
Could have fooled me.
He was the dad in the movie Gremlins.
Could have fooled me. Shoot, man. Man, I hear Wade and Ninja in the morning talking about movies, and I just turn them off. Oh, sorry, fellas. Go to another channel.
You don't have to have a reason. You can just turn them off.
Oh, that's a
I'm
good
just
point.
teasing. All right, so 1st and 10 now for the Toppers from their own 40. And the snap back to McBride. He pitches at the last second. Here we go. Helmer, 45-50, near sideline 45, and driven out of bounds at the 40. And that's the second time McBride has pitched at the very last second before he was about to get tackled. But Helmer taking it from the 40 to the 40. It's a 20-yard pickup. And a 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers in enemy territory at the Fall River Rio 40. Opening minute of this second quarter. And the Toppers already leading 6-0, looking for more.
Once again, the timing absolutely perfect. And the quarterback taking the hit and got rid of it just at the perfect split second.
McBride under center. Helmer, the wingback, left side. Now they motion Drews, and he's going to take the handoff. Straight ahead. 35. Breaks a tackle and down to about the 32, maybe the 31
and
before
Turk,
Tucholsky touches him down.
I got 25. Turk. Isn't Turk 25?
Turk made the stop for
right,
Fall River
right,
Road.
right.
Yep, Turk made the stop. But Carter Drews on the carry picked up 9. Close to 9 on the play. So they're going to call it second and a long one.
Boy,
With 10:39 to go in the first half.
His right guard pulled in the play and came to the near side and just made a devastating block. Outstanding job.
All right, on second and about a yard and a half. Handoff, fullback, and that's Callan Drews. He's got a first down and more as he got inside the 30, and then he got pushed back, stood up a little bit around the 27. But that's enough to pick up a fresh set of downs for the Hilltoppers, who find themselves now at the 27 of Fall River Rio, 1st and 10.
That was Cullen Drews?
That was Callan Drews
that
on
was
the carry. Yep,
Callan.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
We got to keep Callan and Carter straight.
All right.
Easier said than done for us announcers up here. All right, 1st and 10. And McBride looks over the defense. Takes the snap, turns around, hands it off. And
Goodbye.
This is Carter Drews. He's gone down the left sideline. 10-5. Touchdown, Cambria Friesland. 27-yard touchdown run for Carter Drews. And just like that, 12-0 Hilltoppers with 9:45 to go in the second.
Same play that they just ran moments ago for the 9-yard gain. And, wow, I'll tell you, that was just some really, really good blocking by the guys up front. There was absolutely nobody there. Once he broke the initial line of scrimmage, it was easy sailing.
Cambria Friesland will go for 2. I talked to head coach Jamie Link. They're going to go for 2 probably most of the time this season. They really, kicking is not the strong suit, and so they're going to go for 2 again. Last time it failed. This time a pass, and it fails again. As
Had
McBride, he had a man open, but he just was a little bit wide. So it's 12-0 in favor of Cambria Friesland with 9:45 to go in the first half. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
There's a lot of great teams in our area to cheer for this season, but why not join another winning team? McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We've got quite the strong returning lineup this year with quick lift chairs, strong lazy boys, and comforting sectionals and sofas. At McKinstry's, we can even frame your favorite sports memorabilia like pictures and jerseys. Stop in and shop with another winning home team today. McKinstry's Home Furnishings.
When it comes to a winning lineup, turn to the selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam. Their team goes the extra mile to provide a winning experience, from hassle-free financing options to exceptional customer service. It's like having a dedicated cheering section cheering you on in every step of the vehicle purchase. Give the team at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam a call at 920-885-3301 or visit napleton151.com and find new roads with their winning inventory.
kickoff.
9:45 left in the opening half of play. It's now 12-0 Cambria Friesland leading Fall River Rio on the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All scoreboard. Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman with you on Daily Dodge TV. Hilltoppers kicking off. Boom, there it is in the air, end over end kick. And it will be fielded by Tukulski at the 15-20. To the right side, 25, out across the 30, still on his feet, 35.
Ball
came loose. Cambria Friesland has it. The ball came out. Hoyt Helmer recovers at about the 37-yard line. He was fighting for extra yardage, and the ball comes out. Toppers have it.
Well, Mike, you said the magic words right there. He was fighting maybe just a little bit too much, and, somebody just came from the backside, punched it out, and balls goes on the ground. And right now it's gut check time for Ryle Fall River right here. Down 2 scores already, only a couple minutes into the second quarter. And Fall River, I'll tell you what, Cambria Friesland on their last drive, pretty dominating up front. They got a couple of 270-pounders in Braden Bussey and Evan Capetta. Those 2 guys are bookenders out there.
Reverse. Helmer, and he got tripped up. Oh, my goodness, they ran a reverse.
That was a counter.
And
yeah, inside counter.
Yeah, and Helmer ended up with it. And no gain or loss on the play, so he gets stopped.
Who ran that, Mike?
Hoyt Helmer,
okay,
number 29. And he got dropped for no gain.
Yep. I'll tell you what, they're going to come back to that, though. Watch. They'll come back to that later on. They're just going to lull you to sleep with the same plays that they have the last couple of drives. But there was one little mix-up right there, and one guy. Other than that whole right side was wide open.
2nd and 10 for the Toppers on the Rio Fall River 37-yard line. And back to throw is McBride. Little floater out to the right side. Caught. Carter Drews, 30, 25. Breaks a tackle. 20 to the inside, 15. And finally he's tackled at about the 13 by Tukulski. But how about Carter Drews? The catch was one thing, but the run after the catch was phenomenal as he zigzagged his way down to the 13-yard line. That's a gain of about 24.
Yep.
And
hey,
that was just an impressive run.
Don't look now, but Dayton McBride is 3 for 3. Oops, I think he missed one. Come to think of it, I missed that one. 3 for 4 for 75 yards and a touchdown.
I tell you what, we talked about how he's been the JV starter the last few years. This is his first varsity start. Hasn't looked too bad so far.
Well, that one right there, he had to float over a linebacker and did a really nice job.
1st and 10 for Cambria Friesland from the Fall River Rio 14-yard line. Yep, timeout is being called. And this timeout is brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings, located in downtown Beaver Dam. It's a McKinstry's Home Furnishings timeout. We're going to keep it right here and remind you that next week, Friday night, there will be another high school football game of the week. Actually, there's another game next Thursday, too. Let's talk about those. Next week, Thursday, August 29th, Marshall travels to Lake Mills, and we'll have that game here on Daily Dodge TV. Aiden, you'll be there along with Corey and Wally for a 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock start. And then Friday night, August 30th, a week from tonight, it's going to be Mayville at Houston. And Corey and Wally will have that one along with Aiden at 7 o'clock. You and I get the Friday off next week, Tim, and you can blame me because I'll be out of town.
I'm going to blame the Badgers.
You'll blame the Badgers. Yeah. You blame the Badgers. I blame the Minnesota State Fair. All right, there we go.
And I'm going to give kudos to the young lady down here. I don't have her name, but you folks at home watching on TV, you can see the young lady out there with the water bucket, okay? She also played the tuba in the national anthem.
She was great, by the way. She was great.
You better believe it. She gets extra kudos. She's my all-conference performer so far this year.
Yeah, that was a nice little quartet they had playing the national anthem tonight. Very nice. All right, back to live action. 2 receivers to the left. 1st and 10 for Cambria Friesland on the Fall River Rio 14. Snap out of the gun. McBride, he's going to run with it. After faking the hit, a flag comes in.
This one's coming back.
It's going to come back, I believe, as McBride got inside the 10-yard line, but we think that it's coming back. And, Tim, it took us about a quarter and a half, but we have our first flag of the season.
You didn't say penalty laundry?
No, I didn't. I'll say that next time.
Okay, all right.
You mix it up.
I've been waiting the whole off season for that.
Well, you didn't tell me. I would have said it right away. And we were correct. It is coming back. Yeah, I have other ways of saying flag, don't I? And your favorite is when I say penalty laundry on the field.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll get that in next time. And this is a costly hold, as it's going to be second down back at the 24-yard line. So a loss of 10, second and about 20. Out of the gun, McBride. Here comes pressure. He gets rid of it, throws. It is tipped, incomplete. Oh, my goodness. That was Syme, I believe, back there that just got a fingertip on it because Evans was waiting around the 5 to try and make the catch. Caden Syme, with his fingertips, breaks that pass up that was intended for Evans, who was behind him. And that could have been, that could have been 6 more.
That was underthrown by, a matter of inches, less than 6. That was just underthrown, just a hair. And that baby had 6 points written all over it.
3rd and 20. Toppers at the 24 of the Rebels. One receiver to the left. This time McBride is under center. Turns around, hands it off, counter, and that is Carter Drews, still on his feet, dragging a tackler with him. Devin Turk finally forces him down at just shy of the 15-yard line. So that is a pickup of 9. It'll be 4th and a long 11. And again, where you're at now, this is 4-down territory, no doubt, for the Hilltoppers. 7:15 and counting left in the first half of play. And right now it's 12-0. Cambria Friesland leading Fall River Rio on your Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. But boy, if you're Fall River Rio, you want to get a big stop here because you go down 3 scores prior to halftime. It's going to be a tough road to get back from. Here we go, 4th and 11 for the Hilltoppers. McBride fakes the handoff, rolling to the right, looking to throw on the run. He got a man.
Penalty flag.
There's a flag down into
Not
the
even
end zone.
Close to where the
Carson
action
Bermania.
was.
Let's see if that's going to be a touchdown. Bermania caught what appears
you know what
to be
it
a
was?
touchdown, but let's see.
I'm going to guess. Illegal man downfield.
And let's check it out. I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's holding on Fall River.
Well, did we get the call? I didn't see it. Signal hold. Okay, so we did get a hold on it. All right. And it's on Fall River. So that's
holding.
Oh, there
on
was
both?
On both. There was holding on both teams.
When was the last time you saw that
Holding on
one?
both teams, according to our official. So wipe that touchdown off the board.
There was only one penalty flag thrown.
Well,
we got a guy down here saying the same thing. There was one penalty flag thrown. Apparently, there was one foul.
He's
and
that
both
good of an
them.
official. He saw both fouls. We don't need 6, 7, 8 guys out there. He can see it all. 4th and 11. We're going to do it over again.
I can honestly tell you I've never seen that one before either.
On 4th and 11 for the Hilltoppers from the Rio Fall River 15. Here we go. McBride under center. Back to throw. Fakes the handoff.
Same play.
Yep, same play.
Got him again.
And there he is. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cambria Friesland.
Instant replay.
The exact same play. Carson Bermania holding in a 15-yard touchdown pass. And with 6:36 left in the first half, it's now 18-0 in favor of the Hilltoppers. Wow. Second touchdown pass for McBride.
It was just to a different player.
Right.
Yeah. Other than that, it was exactly the same play. Off a play action, rolled to his right, and the receiver faked inside, went outside to the corner, and he was wide open. Both plays.
And once again, Toppers will go for 2.
Uh-oh.
And
Whistle.
we've got whistles before the ball. There's a flag over on that way on that far side of the field. Check it out. It's going to be
illegal
shift on the Hilltoppers. That'll back them up 5 and make this 2-point conversion try a little more difficult. 6:36 remaining. Second quarter. Glad you're with us tonight on Daily Dodge TV. We got the band back together along with Aiden Voigt and Tim Haldeman. Mike Tronson with you back in Cambria. Cambria Friesland High School. We've been coming here for a long, long time, and It's different this year because for the first time in over 4 decades, Jim Biles was up in the press box and not on the sideline.
He's probably calling plays or something.
The guy steps down after a legendary Hall of Fame career. What does he do the first game back? He's back in the booth. You knew he wasn't going to stay away. 2-point conversion try. McBride looking to throw. Left corner of the end zone. It is dropped. Incomplete. Turk was the defender. That was actually Bermania. He had it momentarily, but Turk was all over him, and he could not hang on. 18-0. Toppers lead the Rebels with 6:36 left in the first half. And we are back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
The winter weather can play havoc on your hands and hair. Fear not, the folks at Wonder Nails and Spa has just a ticket for you. Call 887-4374 and let them pamper you. Let them chase away those winter blues. Let's talk hair. Long, beautiful hair, shining, Whoa, I digress. The team of cost cutters will put a shimmer and shine to your mood, and their retail products are the best in the business. Call 885-0437 today. That's why you hear everyone say, I shop Park Village Shopping Center, and you should too.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we'd like to thank our Swedish friends for bringing the buffet to America. They called it the smorgasbord, but it was a success anyway. So we started our own buffet and loaded it up with pizza, chicken, sides, salads, and cactus bread. And you can even request any pizza you want anytime you visit. We call it Buffet Your Way, because smorgasbord your way, well, that doesn't rhyme at all. Pizza Ranch.
Check out your local Pizza Ranch in Beaver Dam, Watertown, or Waupun, or check out pizzaranch.com.
All righty, 6:36 remaining in the opening half of play. It's now 18-0. Cambria Friesland leading Fall River Rio on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. And it is going to be Gesundheit there, Tim Haldeman. Cambria Friesland to kick it away. Austin Evans with a kick fielded by Tukulski, and he's going to flip it to his teammate, and that is Turk coming to the near side, gets tackled at the 25-yard line, and a nice tackle there by Dayton McBride on special teams. So the bad news is if you're a Rebel fan, you're down 18-0. The good news is you still have 2.5 quarters left in this game. 6:30 to go, second period, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels from their own 25-yard line, moving left to right. Got our first email of the night. My sister, Lori, checking in from the Twin Cities. And her cat, Maisie, is also tuned in. Says Maisie can't wait to see her Uncle Mike next week, and he can't wait for the Minnesota State Fair. Hi, Tim Haldeman. That's from my sister, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Checking in tonight from
Champlin,
Minnesota.
By the way, Lori, my favorite day of the year is when the Badgers get the axe.
We'll see about that. It's 1st and 10. And this is Robbins handing it off Turk. Cuts back. 25-30. 35 driven out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Being chased there by Carson Bermania. Omar Salgado was also in the vicinity on defense, but it's first down. And that's badly needed right now for Fall River Rio. 1st and 10 for the Rebels on their own 40. Hey, you're down 3 scores, but you put together a nice drive here, get on the board, all of a sudden you feel a little bit better about yourself.
Fall River came from behind last year.
Yes, almost came all the way back, yeah. Here we go on 1st and 10 now from the 40. Single receivers to each side. Turk, the lone setback. Robbins will hand. No, that's actually Cook, the setback. He took the hand up, and he got stuffed right near the line of scrimmage. Ashton Bruceveen, defensive end. Haven't called his name too much yet tonight, but that was a great play there. No gain, and it's 2nd and 10 coming up as we have now hit the halfway point of this second period. 6 minutes and counting left until the halftime festivities here in beautiful Cambria. I always love coming to Cambria. I went down the street before I got here tonight and had dinner at a local establishment.
You did?
I changed my mind. Yeah, I did.
Attaboy.
I changed my mind.
Attaboy.
2nd and 10. And they motion a man. That's Becker going to the left side. And that's Robbins, play action, throwing, looking for Becker. He caught it at the 35 of Cambria Friesland. Becker, he was the motion man that I mentioned, And a little play action there, Tim. And a beautiful throw from Robbins. Becker with a leaping grab. 1st and 10, Rebels now at the 35-yard line of Cambria Friesland. How about that play?
That was the first pass of the night.
It was a good one and a nice catch. So that is 25 yards on the pickup. And a 1st and 10 now for the Rebels at the 35 of the Hilltoppers. Robbins under center, and they motion a man. Again, that's Becker coming to the near side. He will hand it off, does Robbins. Turk inside the 35. Got tripped up and got down to about the 32-yard, and somebody got a hand in there and tripped him up. I couldn't really see. There was a lot of traffic on the freeway there, but somebody reached out his big paw and was able to upend him after a gain of only about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up now as we are at 4.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 18-0 our score. Cambria Friesland on top on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard.
Turk with 8 carries for 86 yards. A bit skewed due to that first carry for 58. Been held in check ever since.
On 2nd and 7. Robbins under center, 2 receivers left. Hand off Turk, he spins, and he is going to pick up a yard or 2, but Hoyt Helmer was there, and let's see who else wrapped him up. It was actually a nice play by Ashton Bruceveen again. Bruceveen with a little help from his friends. Did he get even anything there? Maybe a yard?
We'll give him a yard.
Okay, so 3rd and 6.
I officially gave him 1 yard.
Okay, I agree with that.
Due to the fact that I am an official.
You're an official something. I just can't say it on the air. I'm just teasing.
Careful.
I'm just teasing.
I got 1 more year of basketball. Oh, I now made it public. Should have never done that.
Too late.
Yeah.
It's on the record now. All right, on 3rd and 6. Robbins back to throw. Pressure coming. Dumps it off. Got a man. And it's caught. Breaking tackles.
Oh, wow.
Going into the end zone for the touchdown is Caleb Christian. 215-pound junior tight end. Caleb Christian from 31 yards away hauls in the pass from Robbins, and the Rebels are on the board. 3:07 to go in the second,
Mike,
and it's now 18-6.
I'm a little surprised you didn't do your stumbling, bumbling on that one, but he was breaking tackles, man, as he was stumbling and bumbling. Nice job.
And they go for 2.
Oh,
and they're saying it's a 2-point conversion.
Yep.
I'm trying to see who had the ball. Who had the ball? Was it? No, it was Cook. Joe Cook. So just like that, 18-8. Cambria Friesland. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we're back after this on Daily Dodge TV.
At Preferred Dental Partners, our core values are more than just something we put on our wall. They're something we live out. Core value number 2 is the wow experience. This means that from the moment you walk in the door until the time you leave, we want to provide an experience for our patients that is unlike anything you've had before. There are lots of choices of dentists, and we never want anyone to feel they have to be here. We want them to choose to be here because they feel heard, welcomed, and well cared for. If you want to see what the wow experience is about, call or text Preferred Dental Partners today.
Hi, I'm Josh Schneider with Silica for Your Home. We have a great feature available in our showrooms, our digital price tags. They search the internet every day and allow us to adjust the prices based on our competitors. That ensures you are always getting the best deal. If it finds a lower price, it will automatically change our Silica price in real time. These digital price tags are all about saving you time and money. Shop Silica for Your Home for the best sales, service, and selection.
What did I just say earlier, Tim? Your Fall River Rio put a nice drive together, get a touchdown. You're right back in the game feeling better about yourself. That's exactly what just happened. It's now 18-8, Cambria Friesland.
Well, they just went 65 yards in 3 minutes and 23 seconds, Mike, and one thing came out of that. They have a passing attack now. Okay? I mean, they probably sort of thought that they had a passing attack coming into the game, but, you know, you're facing your own teammates, and you like to think you can pass the football. Well, all of a sudden you've gone, you know, better part of a quarter and a half, and you haven't completed a pass yet. Well, guess what? All of a sudden they've completed 2 really nice ones, and the last one for a TD.
3:07 to go, second quarter. 18-8, Cambria Friesland on top of Fall River Rio on your Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. Turk to kick it away. Here's the approach, and the kick is in the air.
Ooh,
and it's bobbled by Helmer. He's going to have to go pick it up back near the 7-yard line, coming to the near side of the field. 10, 15, breaks the tackle, cuts to the outside.
Oh, wow.
Finally gets tripped up and brought down by Caden Syme. Well, he ran a long way across the field, but Syme was
I
there
want
to
tell you, folks, you that watched it on home in Daily Dodge TV, that was a touchdown saving tackle.
Woo.
There was nobody out here.
You're saying there was some real estate
There
out
was
there.
nobody out there.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Cambria Friesland at their own 19-yard line after the return of about 12. Here we go with McBride back under center. And hands it off. And that is that Evans or Drews? He's going to break a tackle to the 40. He's to the 50, 40, right sideline. One man to beat. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cambria Friesland. 81 yards, Carter Drews. And just like that, it's 24-8. Hilltoppers on the very next play from scrimmage after the Rebels touchdown. Carter Drews goes 81 yards to the house.
Carter Drews now 137 yards on the night and but 6 carries. And that drive took a total of 15 seconds outrunning Turk down the right side.
If you're a coach, you must love those one-play drives, huh? They go for 2. They have not converted on a 2-point conversion as of yet. And the give to Callan Drews. He gets stood up. Yeah, they're not going to get it this time either. So another 2-point conversion fails, but it's now 24-8. Hilltoppers on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. Let's take a 1-minute break. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Stop in and see everything that our store has to offer. We built it just for you. We have mattresses, box springs, power bases, bedroom sets, furniture, living room sets, dining sets, everything that you would need to complete your entire home. We've got our interest-free financing and a really great local staff here to help you. So you've got all local people here to help you out from start to finish for anything that you would need. So stop in, shop local, and save big with us.
Are you ready for peace of mind? Chad Guzzi here, owner of Air Care in Beaver Dam. If you're tired of unexpected repair bills, you want to sign up for our Total Care plan. It ensures top performance and prolonged life of your heating and air conditioning equipment. Air Care's Total Care customers receive annual inspections as well as a reduced maintenance rate plus a 10% discount on all service repairs. Air Care, big enough to serve you, small enough to care. 920-356-8860.
She was a gal.
All right, 2:42 left to play. First half. And it is now 24-8 in favor of Cambria Friesland. On your Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. And how about that big 81-yard touchdown run a moment ago by Carter Drews, his second touchdown run of the game. First one was a 27-yarder. This one goes for 81 as the ball's in the air. And Tukulski has it back near the 15, 20, left side 25, and gets wrapped up around the 27. And so the Rebels, who got within 10 on the very next play from scrimmage for Cambria Friesland, Carter Drews taken at 81 yards for a score. And so now it's a 16-point game. Beaver Dam right now leading Fort Atkinson 21-14. That's is that the second quarter? Yeah, tight game there. Tight game there. The Fort Atkinson Blackhawks, the Beaver Dam Golden Beavers. That game is the other Daily Dodge TV video stream tonight. It's also being simulcast on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. But good matchup there, and we've got a 24-6 game here, or 24-8 game, I should say here. 1st and 10. Rebels on their own 27. Ball's over on the far side of the field. That's where the hash, I guess, would be if there was hash marks out there.
Whoa,
and we've got a flag coming
delay
in.
game.
Too much time or what?
Yep.
Might have been a delay of game. So, delay of game was the call. 5-yard penalty will back him up. Make it a 1st and 15 back at the 22 for Fall River Rio. Boy, this game was moving right along, and all of a sudden now we've had a bunch of scoring plays. We have actually had now 3 scoring plays since the 6.5-minute mark. Actually, in the last 4 minutes. In the last 4 minutes exactly, we've had 3 scoring plays. Here is Robbins throwing across the middle. I'm not sure who he was trying to hit. Maybe Cook out there.
Trying to set up a screen.
Yeah, he was.
Screen, and don't know where the intended receiver was.
The only one I could see that was close was Joe Cook, number 41. He's one of the backs. And because the only other guy out there was William Hammond. He's the center, and they weren't trying to get him, obviously. So it'll be 2nd and 15 after the incomplete pass. But, yeah, this game was moving right along for the first quarter and a half. Now we've had some fireworks here, and still 2:32 to go until halftime. And the Toppers on top by 16. This is a handoff. This is Cook coming to the near side. Dragon tacklers with him, gets across the 30 to about the 31, maybe the 32-yard line. Carter Drews along with Alex Raymond on the stop.
Tackled by number 23, Carter
Drews and Raymond were both there.
As the sun has disappeared.
Yes, it has. It does. It does at about this time of night.
Yep, this time of year.
This time of year.
Yep. And the lights are actually doing their thing.
This
Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights. I was
all
just
right.
thinking that. Under 2 minutes to play in the half. 3rd and 7. And Robbins will give it up. Cook again, and not a whole lot going on there as he's tackled by Omar Salgado, outside linebacker. It's a gain of only about a yard.
Timeout, Cambria.
And yes, the Toppers calling timeout. This is a McKinstry's Home Furnishings timeout, brought to you by our good friends at McKinstry's Home Furnishings under the red awning in downtown Beaver Dam. High school football here on Daily Dodge TV, brought to you by our presenting sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Klodowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch of Beaver Dam, Park Village Shopping Center, Richards Insurance, Preferred Dental Partners, Napleton Chevy Buick GMC, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Gruber Law Office, Beaver Dam and Mayville Tire and Service, Air Care, Jerry's BP, Silica for your home, and Moraine Park Technical College. 93 seconds remaining second quarter. 4th and 6 for the Rebels. They're going to have to kick it away. And the punter, there was a low snap on the ground, picked up by the punter, and he's going to get tackled. Nothing he could do. That was Tukolsky, the punter, and the snap hit the ground and bounced to him. He had trouble picking it up, and when he finally did, the cavalry got there. And Carter Drews made the tackle. And look at this. The Hilltoppers have a very, very short field now. 1st and 10, Cambria Friesland on the Fall River Rio 23-yard line.
Well, if you thought they had a gut check previously, this is another one right here. You know, they're only 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points away from a tie ball game.
And on first down.
There it
This is
Goodbye.
Drews untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Cambria Friesland. Drews with his third of the game. He's got the hat trick. This one goes for 22 yards. And with a $1.19 left in the first half, 30-8 Hilltoppers. Carter Drews with a hat trick. That's his third rushing touchdown of the game.
116 yards on but 7 carries for Carter Drews. What a night. Well, you know, the first time we saw that counter, Mike, what did I tell you? They're going to
run it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they did so. 2-point conversion try. Can they get that? That's the one thing that's eluded them tonight. Hand it off. And no, they still didn't get it. And on the carry was Helmer. And so that's the only thing that's gone wrong for Cambria Friesland, but it's now 30-8 in favor of the Hilltoppers. Let's take our customary 1-minute break, and we're back after this on Daily Dodge TV.
The teams at Beaver Dam and Mayville Tire and Service are growing and adding service technicians and auto lube technicians. Work in a clean shop environment with a fun and friendly team that is committed to excellence and customer satisfaction. Competitive pay based on experience, full benefits, including health, dental, 401k. Join the growing team at Beaver Dam and Mayville Tire and Service. Find full job postings on Facebook or visit either location to submit your resume.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no-pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
Well, with 1:19 to go in the second quarter, it's now 30-8. Cambria Friesland on top of Fall River Rio on your Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. If you're just joining us, Cambria Friesland quarterback Dayton McBride has thrown 2 touchdown passes, and Carter Drews, fine running back, tailback for the Hilltoppers, has found the end zone with his feet 3 times now in this game.
Mike, just looking down in front of us, we see Xavier Dates, who has got a bandage on his right leg, right knee area, and he's on crutches. So he's going to be absent from the cornerback position the rest of this ball game, no doubt.
All right, here we go. Kickoff. Kick is in the air, end over end kick, and it's going to be fielded after being bobbled at the 22 by, trying to see if that was Turk.
Yep.
That was Devin Turk, yes. Bobbled it and got out to the 30-yard line. Short return. And the Rebels down 30-8 will have it 1st and 10 on their own 30, we'll call it the 31 or just shy thereof, and 73 seconds in which to work. The Rebels have 2 timeouts remaining. They've used 1. Cambria Friesland has used 2. They have 1 left. Garrett Schertzma, 6'1", 200-pound sophomore on the tackle during the kickoff, special teams play. All right, 1st and 10 for the Rebels.
Whoa!
And look out, you can't do that. We had a bunch of bodies all moving at once.
Well, the tight end and the wingback lined up on the right side, and when they went in motion, the right tackle came up out of his 3-point stance. That you can't do. Being the unofficial football official that I am, trust me, very unofficial.
All right, after the 5-yard penalty, 1st and 15. Rebels back at their own 26, and Robbins will hand it off. And this is Tukolsky getting back to the 30. So he got back to not the original line of scrimmage, or close to it. We're going to call it a gain of 4, 2nd and 11, with under a minute to play now until halftime. Carson Bermania on the stop. They had a little typo in the on the roster we were sent. It says Carbon Bermania. No, it's Carson Bermania. It happens. Maybe they'll correct that next time around. 2nd and 11 now. Single receivers to each side. Now they motion a man. That's Becker, and he'll take the handoff. Becker to the left side, trying to get to the corner. 30. Tripped up, and he still lunges out to about the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. And I tell you what, Dayton McBride doing a nice job to trip him up. They're going to give him 5 yards on the play out to the 35. And that's going to be the end of the half. As the clock's not going to be stopped, we've hit double zeros. Halftime here at Cambria Friesland High School. And at the break in this Week 1 non-conference matchup, our score at halftime is Cambria Friesland 30 and Fall River Rio 8. 22-point lead for the home team on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard at the break. We're going to take a 3-minute break. We'll take a 3-minute break, back for the halftime report right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Cheer. Now cheer louder. Any accomplishment worth doing is worth doing with all your heart and soul. The entire team at Hometown Glass and Improvement knows that dedication, time, and respect can lead to greatness. When practicing free throws, running for a touchdown, or installing new windows and doors, it is commitment to something larger than oneself that creates a legacy. So keep cheering for your hometown team. Hometown Glass and Improvement online at hometownglass.com.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive.
They call home. Be it a first-time home buyer, a relocation to our community, or someone upsizing or downsizing. We are passionate about the place you call home and meeting your wants and needs each step of the way. We sell the houses, you make it a home. Questions? Give us a call. 920-219-9212. Kladowski Real Estate, your trusted real estate advisors.
When it comes to a winning lineup, turn to the selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam. Their team goes the extra mile to provide a winning experience, from hassle-free financing options to exceptional customer service. It's like having a dedicated cheering section cheering you on in every step of the vehicle purchase. Give the team at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam a call at 920-885-3301 or visit napleton151.com and find new roads with their winning inventory.
Hi, I'm Josh Schneider with Silica for Your Home. We have a great feature available in our showrooms, our digital price tags. They search the internet every day and allow us to adjust the prices based on our competitors. That ensures you are always getting the best deal. If it finds a lower price, it will automatically change our Silica price in real time. These digital price tags are all about saving you time and money. Shop Silica for Your Home for the best sales, service, and selection.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Stop in and see everything that our store has to offer. We built it just for you. We have mattresses, box springs, power bases, bedroom sets, furniture, living room sets, dining sets, everything that you would need to complete your entire home. We've got our interest-free financing and a really great local staff here to help you. So you've got all local people here to help you out from start to finish for anything that you would need. So stop in, shop local, and save big with us.
Halftime here at Cambria Friesland High School. This is the Daily Dodge TV High School Football Game of the Week. And at the break, on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard, it's Cambria Friesland 30 and Fall River Rio 8. Mike Tronson with you at the football field. Tim Haldeman is here. He's my longtime friend and partner. And Aiden Voigt, our videographer and engineer. Glad to have you with us on a Friday night. A beautiful late summer Friday night, week 1 of the high school football season. And right now, the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers, who feature a brand new head coach, looking a lot like the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers we saw under the previous head coach, who was here for over 40 years. We talked about it at the beginning of the game, Tim, how the Hilltoppers brought back quite a bit of experience on this year's squad, whereas Fall River Rio came into the season much more inexperienced, only 3 seniors on the roster. Yes, they have a loaded junior class, but a lot of guys in new positions, and kind of showed there a little bit in that first half as the Toppers right now with a 22-point halftime lead.
Mike, something we didn't really dwell on too much. You know, you talked about the upperclassmen versus the juniors. Let's face it, age 17 versus age 16 or 18 versus 17 at the high school level, light years. Absolute light years. One more year in the weight room for those kids, and guaranteed they're going to be that much bigger, stronger, and of course much tougher the following year. But you know, the game didn't start out that way, Mike, as Cambria Friesland was stopped on their first drive, 3 and out, and first play from scrimmage, Rio Fall River goes 56 yards by Turk. And all of a sudden, they had first and 10 at the opponent's 12-yard line, if I recall correctly, something like that. And
but the problem was,
guess what?
They didn't score.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'm wondering if that was kind of the an early turning point in this game, Tim Alderman. The defensive stand by the Toppers, and eventually the offense started to get rolling for them.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you know, Cambria Friesland has a little bit of a size advantage up front. It's not glaring, but you can sort of see it at certain times, especially the latter stages of the first half. Fall River started to just sort of, you know, appear to be a little bit tired, a little bit overmatched man-to-man. So we'll see if they can make some headway in this second half. Taking a look at the first half statistics, the Rebels from Rio Fall River passing, they were 2 for 3 for a total of 56 yards. Kenny Robbins at the helm throwing the football, and 18 rushes for a total of 94. As I mentioned, Devin Turk with that first carry of 58 yards. Then he had 8 more after that. He ended with a total of 87 yards in this first half. So net yardage gained for Rio Fall River was 150 yards. Whereas the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers, they were led by quarterback Dayton McBride, as you mentioned, 4 for 6 through the air for a total of 90 yards. And let's see, 181 yards on the ground, of which 153 of those were carried by Carter Drews, who has been the man of fame in the backfield tonight for Cambria Friesland. So 90 yards passing, 181 on the ground. Grand total net yardage gained at 271, as I mentioned, versus 150 for the Fall River Rio Rebels.
Looking at the first half scoring summary, it didn't take long for this game to, well, I should say it took a little while for this game to kind of get going. But once it did, we had an awful lot of fireworks in that second quarter. The only scoring play of the first period came with 58 seconds left in the period for Cambria Friesland. Dayton McBride tossed a 42-yard touchdown pass to Austin Evans. 2-point conversion failed, but it was 6-0 Cambria Friesland at that point. That was our score as we went to the second quarter. 2 minutes and 15 seconds into period number 2, Carter Drews ripped off the first of his 3 touchdown runs, a 27-yard scamper. 2-point conversion failed, but with 9:45 left in the half, it was 12-0 Cambria Friesland. Hilltoppers increased the lead to 18-0 at the 6 with 6:36 left in the half. McBride tossing another touchdown pass, a 15-yarder to Carson Bermania. 2-point conversion failed, but again, it was 18-0 in favor of Cambria Friesland. And then we had 3 scoring plays on the final 3:07. With 3:07 left in the half, that's when Fall River Rio got on the board. Kenny Robbins, the quarterback, 31-yard touchdown pass to the tight end Christian. A 2-point conversion was tacked on, and all of a sudden it's 18-8. The Hilltoppers lead is down to 10, and the Rebels are seemingly right back in the game. But on the very next play from scrimmage, just a few seconds later, in fact, it was, about 25 seconds after that, when Carter Drews ripped off an 81-yard touchdown run for the Hilltoppers. 2-point conversion failed, but just like that, 24-8 Toppers. And then with $1:19 left in the half, Carter Drews again, this time a 22-yarder, and he went in that time basically untouched. 2-point conversion again failed, but it was 30-8, and that's our score at the break on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. It's 30-8. Cambria Friesland leading Fall River Rio. Bless your heart. Thank you. We just got some water delivered up here. Appreciate the folks here at Cambria.
I'll tell you what, mosquito spray would be welcome also.
I'm not getting bit at all. Now, again, a reminder that next week on Daily Dodge TV, more high school football for you. It all starts Thursday, August 29th, a special Thursday night game next week. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. Marshall going to Lake Mills. Corey, Wally, and Aiden will be there for that one. 7 o'clock kick on Daily Dodge TV. Next Friday night, August 30th, we've got the Mayville Cardinals going to Horicon Eustisford. So it's Mayville and Houston here on Daily Dodge TV. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock kick with Corey, Wally, and Aiden. And also next week, Friday night, Baraboo is at Beaver Dam. That'll be on Daily Dodge TV and simulcast on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. Wade Bates and the coach Tim Ladron and Ninja will be at Beaver Dam High School for that one. Tim, you and I will hit back to the booth on September 6th when we have Marquezan on the schedule. The Marquezan Hornets hosting Deerfield on Daily Dodge TV. Friday night, September 6th. We'll be there for a 7 o'clock kick for that one. Looking ahead for these two teams, Fall River Rio, their home opener is next Friday night, August 30th, against Dodgeland. And then Friday night, September 6th, Waterloo coming to Fall River Rio for a 7 o'clock kick. Meanwhile, Cambria Friesland stays home the next few weeks. The Toppers have Cambridge coming to town next Friday night, and then they will have a Friday night game in 2 weeks, September 6th, against Dodgeland. Cambria, I talked about Marshall having a bunch of Thursday night games this year. Cambria Friesland has a Thursday night game on October 3rd at Johnson Creek. I was told by Jamie Link that the reason for that is because it was kind of a gentleman's agreement, a handshake between former head coach Jim Bilesma and Tim Wagner in Johnson Creek, because Tim Wagner wanted to move the game up because he wanted to go watch his grandson play the next night. So, again, we're seeing, though, more and more Thursday games, Tim Haldeman, whether it's due to just the lack of officials or lack of maybe they can't get buses or workers or whatever the case is. We're seeing a lot of games getting moved to Thursday nights. Obviously Friday's still a prime night. Some games are on Saturdays, but all of a sudden this year it looks like it's a lot of Thursday games around the area.
Well, Mike, I'm going to go out on a limb here and tell you that it's a lack of officials. The great majority of it. I think most school districts can find a school bus for even an hour bus ride to get kids to a venue by 5 o'clock in order to warm up at 6 o'clock. But, yeah, the officials for football are just, the numbers are not good at all. And I tell you what, if you call the WIAA and took a look at the average age of a football official, it's not very good. I'm sorry to tell you. So I would ask anyone out there that has had some football experience at the high school level that, wants to stay close to the game. A lot of folks like to coach, and that's great. That's fantastic. We need those guys as well. But if you can't get into that, I'll tell you what, officiating is the next best thing. And you'll have yourself a fraternity of brothers in a real hurry that will help you, assist you in any way possible. There's clinics galore out there. There's a referees association out of Columbus. Randy Keene is the head guy there. All you got to do is look on the website. It's called the Yellow Thunder Officials Organization, and just look into that. You can get Randy Keene's phone number or email address, and or talk to someone locally, whether it be an athletic director, an ex-coach that you may have had in school, and get involved. And man, we need you desperately in order for these high school sports to continue as we know them today.
Make Moraine Park Technical College your first choice for an education tailored to your success and growth. With campuses in Beaver Dam, Fond du Lac, and West Bend, visit morainepark.edu/first choice. And high school football here on Daily Dodge TV is brought to you by our presenting sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Kladowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch of Beaver Dam, Park Village Shopping Center, Richards Insurance, Preferred Dental Partners, Napleton Chevy Buick GMC, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Gruber Law Office, Beaver Dam and Mayville Tire and Service, Air Care, Jerry's BP, Silica for your home, and Moraine Park Technical College. 30-8, Cambria Friesland leads Fall River Rio at halftime on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. And actually, we're just about ready to get the third period underway.
Mike, I'm going to have to ask you a question. Take a look at your notes there.
Okay.
And tell me how long the last touchdown for Carter Drews was.
22 yards.
Oh, okay. 22. Thank you.
He's got a 27-yarder, an 81-yarder, and a 22-yarder. So, yeah, he's got the hat trick. You know, we talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the game. Carter Drews has been the starting quarterback the last few years for Cambria Friesland, but because Dayton McBride was brought up from the JV squad to take over as starting quarterback this year, it allowed Carter Drews to move back to his more natural position of tailback. I mean, Carter Drews, his running game has always been his strength because he was the leading rusher last year for the team as the quarterback. But look at what he's done already tonight. In the first half of week one, he's already got 3 touchdowns.
Hey, Mike, you notice that we've come a long ways in technology here.
We have.
You know, a little short of lighting here. So, you know, yours truly just flipped on his phone and got a light here, and I'm able to keep stats. Isn't that amazing?
It is
for an old-timer
absolutely
like
amazing.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah. Thank
Here's
you.
the approach, and the kick is on the way, and it's going to be picked up at the 15 to the 20 and brought down at around the, I'm trying to see who that was on the return. That was actually, looks like 13, Mason Powell on the return for Fall River Rio, if I read that right. And he got it. Yep, he got it out to the 26, maybe the
25.
Oh, they put the 25. All right, beg your pardon. The official on the near side was standing near the 26. All of a sudden, he hopped over to the 25, and that's where the ball is. 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Fall River Rio got some ground to make up, though.
That line drive kickoff. You see that? That line drive kickoff looked like my sand wedge earlier today.
I hear it was a tough afternoon on the course.
Oh, to say the least.
All right, they motion a man. That's Becker going to the far side. Robbins back, and we'll hand it off. And this is Cook. He gets tripped up. Austin Evans was there defensively. There were a couple other teammates of his in the vicinity. Cook picks up 1 to the 26. Hoyt Helmer was there, among others. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9 for Fall River Rio at their own 26-yard line.
Speaking of technology, Mike, I just got a text from my wife. She is able to text, by the way. And but she couldn't get us in on Daily Dodge TV.
What?
It's been a whole year, you know.
Come on now, Jane.
Yep.
Back to throw Robbins, and it's off the fingertips of the intended receiver, Caden Syme. He could not handle it, and it hits the carpet incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 9, Fall River Rio from their 26-yard line. Opening minute of play, 3rd quarter. And boy, you're down 22, and now you're faced with a 3rd and 9 at your own 26, and you'd hate to go 3 and out and give it right back to Cambria Friesland because, boy, starting about the early part of that 2nd quarter, they haven't been able to do much to stop them. All right, 3rd and 9. Robbins looks over the defense. Christian in motion. Now he'll set. And back to throw Robbins. Here comes pressure. Dumps it off. Incomplete. Was intended for the tight end, Christian. And it's 4th and 9. And Fall River Rio will be forced to punt. Well, my sister said she had issues getting the game too. And I don't know why that would be, because did they click on the right link? Because there's two games tonight. There's Beaver Dam game and our game. So I don't know. I haven't the foggiest why there would be issues. Here's the punt, high floater. Fielded at the 42-yard line. Coming to the near side is Helmer, 45, breaks a tackle. Dives across the midfield stripe. Hoyt Helmer finally brought down by Christian, but he is already into Rebels territory. They'll mark it around the 47-yard line. And another short field for the Toppers, who already lead it by the score of 30-8.
And ball control definitely not in the favor of Ryle Fall River. They only had the ball for 1 minute and 10 seconds to begin this second half.
1st and 10 for the Toppers from the 47 of the Rebels. And the give is to Carter Drews, right side 45, breaks the tackle 40, and down to the 35-yard line. Boy, I tell you, he is a threat to take it to the end zone every single time he touches the football. And he's got a first down as he takes it from the 47 down to the 36-yard line. Gain of 11, it could have been more.
Mike, I was a little bit short on his yardage at halftime. He actually had 179 yards in that first half, so up to 191 now on but 8 carries. And he's just running with a purpose.
And on 1st and 10, Callan Drews. And Carter's younger brother giving him, spelling him a little bit there. Looks like 3, close to 4.
Tackled by Christian.
It says, my sister says the link for this game brings you to the Beaver Dam game. Took me a while to figure out you had to click on the 3 lines at the top and then scroll down to your game. Well, boy, I'm sorry, folks. I hope that didn't drive a lot of people away from us tonight because of that. All right, well, somebody else's issue, I guess. 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. That's
Fake
McBride,
pitch.
And he faked the pitch and then takes off on a keeper and gets inside the 30 to about the 29, which would be a gain of about 3 or so. Becker on the stop. Jack Becker, the cornerback.
Ooh, we got the trainer running across the field.
We
here.
do, yeah. Something
Never a good sign.
on the other side of the field there. All right, 3rd and 4 for the Toppers from the Rebel 29. And give to Carter Drews. Breaking tackles as he gets inside the 25 and down to about the 23. He was tackled on the play by Blake Krieger, the sophomore. But it's enough for a first down. So the Toppers moving the chains once more.
I'll tell you, that's really a well-designed play, Mike. And, boy, he's got a couple of escorts that are just finding people ahead of him and just clearing out the way.
1st and 10 for Cambria Friesland from the Fall River Rio 23. And back to throw is McBride. Dumps it off near side. Drews makes the catch, dragging tacklers with him down to the 15-yard line. There were 2 or 3 guys all over him. Carter Drews was dragging him. You talk about public transportation. Carter Drews down to the 15-yard line, gain of 7, almost 8 on the play, but he was dragging 3 defenders with him. That guy's strong.
6 foot 200.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's a player. I mean to tell you, he comes off of blocks really well, knows how to set them up, and runs with a purpose.
2nd and about 3, we'll call it. Ball now at the 15 of the Rebels. McBride takes a look at the defense under center, turns around, gives it up. A counter play. Helmer's got it. Cut back 10, 5 lunges. And is he in? No!
Oh, my.
Down to the 1 yard line.
He got 14.99
Oh,
yards.
boy. I mean, you talk about inches, a game of inches. That was that close to being another Cambria Friesland touchdown, but it's going to be first and goal at about the, 1 inch line.
I'm going to tell you, they would have gone to replay on that baby. Because
wow.
From our angle, it appeared as though he was in, but we got a bad angle.
First and goal from the 1 inch line. McBride under center and will turn around, gives it up, and that is a touchdown. Was that Callan Drews? Let's see here.
So.
I think it was Callan Drews. Yep. Callan Drews, number 25, gets his first of the night. A 1 yard plunge with 6:51 left in the third. 36-8. As Cambria Friesland running away with this. And we said they've been going for 2 every time. I just heard somebody in the crowd yell, "Kick it." Well, again, it's not, Coach told me, Coach Link said, we're going to go for 2 most of the time. It's not just, here's a 2-point conversion try, pump fake, now he throws, it is caught for the 2-point conversion. How about that? Carson Bermania hauls in the pass for the 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion pass complete.
And it's now 38-8. We'll talk a little bit more about that after this 1-minute break. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Cheer. Now cheer louder. Any accomplishment worth doing is worth doing with all your heart and soul. The entire team at Hometown Glass and Improvement knows that dedication, time, and respect can lead to greatness. When practicing free throws, running for a touchdown, or installing new windows and doors, it is commitment to something larger than oneself that creates a legacy. So keep cheering for your hometown team. Hometown Glass and Improvement online at hometownglass.com.
Are you ready for peace of mind? Chad Guzzi here, owner of Air Care in Beaver Dam. If you're tired of unexpected repair bills, you want to sign up for our Total Care plan. It ensures top performance and prolonged life of your heating and air conditioning equipment. Air Care's Total Care customers receive annual inspections as well as a reduced maintenance rate plus a 10% discount on all service repairs. Air Care, big enough to serve you, small enough to care. 920-356-8860.
It's now a 30-point lead for Cambria Friesland on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. 6:51 remaining third quarter. Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman, Aiden Voigt here in Cambria Friesland High School's athletic field. And the Toppers in complete control of this one.
Something we haven't mentioned, Mike, Cambria Friesland without their junior Ivan Leah, who's out with an leg injury. There's another 270-pounder.
And on the return for Fall River, we've got a late flag. On the return was Mason Powell. He got knocked down big time, and then very late after the play was well over, a flag came in from the far side of the field. So some extracurriculars here after the play was over. Let's see what we got here, and it's going to be unsportsmanlike on Cambria Friesland. And so that will give the Rebels some extra yards. When we were talking about the 2-point conversions, and that person in the crowd said, "Kick it," because they hadn't made one all night long. Well, they finally got one. But I was talking with Coach Jamie Link, and he said, a lot of teams will go for 2 a lot because they don't have real strong kickers. But he says the problem really is not so much the kickers, it's finding snappers, long snappers for punts and for kicks and all this stuff. That's kind of even the more pressing thing. And so it made a lot of sense to me. 1st and 10, Rebels have it at their own 47. And Robbins hands it off. Tukulski stoned in the backfield, dropped for a loss of a couple. Tukulski will get tackled right at the 45. Loss of 2 and 2nd and 12 coming up.
Mike, I'm going to ask you a question, okay? When you go driving around this fall and like during a Packer game and you're driving through a city, tell me if you see any dads and their youngsters in the backyard practicing long snaps. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Probably not.
No, probably not.
Now, we practiced passing and catching the football when I was just a little kid, even though I didn't play high school football after my freshman year because I was the tackling dummy in more ways than one.
Oh, I wouldn't say tackle.
Oh, yeah.
Single receivers each side, 2nd and 12. Rebels on their own 45. Here is Robbins, back throw, pressure coming, dumps it off. Intercepted! Helmer at the 50, 45. He could go down the left sideline.
Oh, there's a clip.
20.
That's coming
10.
back. That's
5,
coming back.
and there's a flag down.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
into the end zone,
And
but
he
this
didn't-
is likely coming back. We also have an injured Fall River player back in the middle of the field. There's actually multiple flags. Helmer the interception.
Yeah, the multiple flags are for the clip.
For the clip.
Yeah.
And then we've got, that's actually Kenny Robbins out there that's down for Fall River Rio. He is down, and so we've got to sort this all out now.
Well, that's going to 15 yards from the
spot of the foul.
Yeah.
5:37 to
be
go,
very
third
honest,
quarter.
The block in the back, Mike, was unnecessary. He didn't really have to do it because I think he was going to score without it.
And right now, I think the concern more is on the quarterback for Fall River Rio, and that's Kenny Robbins, who is down and being tended to. Oh, boy. So we have a timeout for an injury here with 5:37 to go. And this timeout brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings. They're located in downtown Beaver Dam.
For the last 150,
almost 170 years, something like that.
157 years or something like that.
And now he's up. That is a good sign.
Oh, yeah, man.
Kenny Robbins is up, and he's walking under his own power, a little gingerly, but he's walking to the sideline, and that is a very good sign because he was down for a few moments. And, boy, you'd hate to see anybody get injured, especially in week one, but anytime for that matter. But, boy, your quarterback, that's a guy you want to keep upright. So, after the penalty, 1st and 10 for Cambria Friesland at the Rebels' 36-yard line. So, what could have been a touchdown, now 1st and 10 at the 36. And McBride fakes the handoff throws, and he got popped. He got popped, my friends, by Riley Sell, the linebacker. 5'8", 200-pound junior. Sell gets in there and says hello to Dayton McBride. Let me introduce myself. I play defense for the opponent. And no gain, so it's 2nd and 10 on an incomplete pass.
There is a case of the Hilltoppers maybe looking for a jugular.
By the way, I think I forgot to mention it, but Beaver Dam was leading Fort Atkinson 28-14 at the half over at H.H. Durleith Field in Beaver Dam. All right, 2nd and 10. Toppers on the Rebel 36, and who's got it? Boy,
the guy going
Carter
down the
Drews,
field.
down the field to the 10, east of the 5. Touchdown, Cambria Friesland. There was all this motion, and Carter Drews had it all the time, and he was about 10 yards out of my vision as I was looking for somebody else.
I could have said, oh, the guy that's running 36 yards for the touchdown, that guy.
5:20 to go, third quarter. Carter Drews with his 4th touchdown of the game, a 36-yarder.
233 yards gained on the ground in 10 carries for Carter Drews.
Well, I tell you what,
plus he's got 3 receptions for 41.
The fake was so good that I followed it because I'm looking for the ball. There's all this counter motion going on, and Drews had it all along. All right, 2-point conversion try, full house backfield, and the pitch. And
a little inside counter.
Yeah,
on a
and
pitch.
it's Hoyt Helmer. Helmer gets in on the 2-point conversion. And it's now 46-8. Cambria Friesland back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, Insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your auto owner's insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you. Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Well, 46-8 our score. Cambria Friesland leading Fall River Rio on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman with you on Daily Dodge TV, along with our engineer and videographer, Aiden Voigt.
By the way, as we're waiting here, Sophia Minart's going to be down on the sideline here any second to interview Carter Drews.
That's his fourth touchdown of the game.
Yeah. Thank you, Sophia.
End over end kick, fielded at the 25. This is Powell again, 30, 35 left side, and he's out of bounds somewhere across the 35, probably about the 37 or so. But Mason Powell
she's
on
a
the
Madison
return.
girl, right?
Is she?
Sophia, yeah. Her dad used to be the head football coach at Edgewood High School.
I did not know that.
Yeah, for years and years and years and years and years. By the way, she is a good one.
She's very good.
For those of you that don't know what I'm
good.
talking about, and you might think that I'm a little delirious right at this moment.
No, we don't think it.
No, okay. But Sophia is the third person in on the Brewer broadcast.
The sideline reporter.
Yeah, she is absolutely fantastic.
I love it when she does the interviews in Spanish and translates.
Oh man, that's
awesome. Fantastic. First and 10, Rebels on their own 37. Moving left to right, we're still in the third quarter. 4:24 remaining. And we have a new quarterback in there for Fall River Rio. Remember, we told you that Kenny Robbins had got injured. And the new quarterback is, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, Ryder Rosinski. He's a freshman, 6 foot, 165-pound freshman, Ryder Rosinski. And no gain on that play. It's 2nd and 10, but Rosinski getting some time. Now we have another injured player.
Mike, I'm going to have to hit you up. Who ran the football that time?
And I have to admit that I don't know who ran the ball there.
I think it was Cook.
Probably was, but
seemed like it. Okay.
I was more focused on, we have a new quarterback. And so Rosinski now, but again, we have an injured player down for Cambria, and I cannot see the number, so I won't. Yeah, you can just see a red jersey and black pants. But timeout for an injury brought to you by. Timeouts are brought to you by our good friends, longtime friends and partners at McKinstry's Home Furnishings. They're located in downtown Beaver Dam. I tell you, we've got a lot of history with McKinstry's, and can't thank them enough for their continued support of high school athletics, and among other things that they support. And they're a great crew down there. 4:10 left in period number 3, still tending to
this doesn't look good.
Injured player, and he's up now. So it's actually Ethan, no, beg your pardon. It's actually Braden Bussey.
I'm telling you what, that trainer should get a gold medal. He got that dude fixed in about 2 steps. That was amazing.
And
he couldn't even walk.
A shout out to the athletic trainers.
It could be a cramp.
That
it's a cramp.
That are at these games, making sure these kids are, okay.
Hey,
2nd and 10.
And they just don't work during games. They work all week long.
Bat to throw, Rosinski. Flag on the play. There's a hold. Throws caught by Christian. He's at the 50, 45, and down to the 40, but there is a flag down. Penalty laundry on the field.
There's a flag on the play.
And probably going to come back, and it's a hold on the Rebels.
I had a pretty good look at that one, Mike, and And that one, very honestly, was no doubt a hold, and was a big deciding factor in the play.
And if we didn't mention it already, which I don't think we did, we now have a running clock in effect here with the 46-8 score. The clock now will not stop unless there is a scoring play or a timeout called, or in the case that we just had, an injury. It will stop for that. But right now with the lead, anytime the lead gets to 35 or more in the second half, that's when we have that running clock in effect. So we're down to 3 minutes and change left to go third quarter on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. 46-8 Cambria Friesland leads. 2nd and 10 now for the Rebels at their own 37-yard line. Rosinski under center, turns around, hands it off. That's Tukulski. And trying to go to the corner on the left side. He just never could really turn the corner there. Did he get a yard or two? We'll check it out.
No gain.
No gain is the call. 3rd and 10 coming up.
No gain brings up 3rd and 10.
Boy, now the sun's gone down. It's just really nice evening. This is. I love it. And it has just that little bit of
these last
chill in the air.
This week, the humidity has been down significantly.
That's going to go back up starting tomorrow and Sunday.
I ride my bike up to my workouts in the morning.
It's been great, isn't it?
I know. I even with its body, I do work out. Sorry.
Beg your pardon. It's 3rd and 23 here. I said 3rd and 10. In the handoff, and that is Tukulski, who gets out to the 35-yard line. 40, I beg your pardon. 40. No, that's the 35. The scoreboard was all messed up. Yeah, the scoreboard was wrong, and that's what I was going by.
He got about 7 yards in that carry.
But it's 4th and long, right? It's 4th and about 13. And so it's going to be another punting situation for the Rebels, who trail 46-8. Well, there will be better days. If you're a fan of Fall River Rio, hang in there, friends. They're a very young team this year, up against a perennial power in Cambria Friesland. The punt is going to bounce and die at about the 33-yard line of Cambria Friesland. Again, clock running down to 1 minute and 20 remaining in period number 3. 46-8. It's all Cambria Friesland right now, but yeah, I mean, Fall River Rio, give them some time. You know, they're got a lot of guys in new roles this year, a lot of juniors, only the 3 seniors. That's tough. You know what? It's not impossible, but let's just say it. It's and we've said this before, Tim. Football, it's very difficult to win at high school football or football at any level when you have younger players and more inexperienced players. It just is. I mean, it's not impossible, but sometimes a year or two makes a big, big difference.
Football in particular.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Handoff. That's Callan Drews breaking tackles. 40, right side, 45, breaks the tackle, 50, 45. He's to the 40, now the 30. And finally, Callan Drews is tackled by Jack Becker. Well, Callan says, hey, older brother, watch me. I can do what you do. As he rips off a big run down to the 30-yard line of the Rebels. 12 seconds left in the quarter. I don't think they'll snap it again here.
Tackle by
Tukulski on the tackle, and yep, they're not going to snap it again.
Those two are very different type of runners, though.
Well, they are.
Yeah.
And we go to the 4th quarter with the score on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard, 46-8. Cambria Friesland leading Fall River Rio. Back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Are you ready for peace of mind? Chad Guzzi here, owner of Air Care in Beaver Dam. If you're tired of unexpected repair bills, you want to sign up for our Total Care plan. It ensures top performance and prolonged life of your heating and air conditioning equipment. Air Care's Total Care customers receive annual inspections as well as a reduced maintenance rate plus a 10% discount on all service repairs. Air Care, big enough to serve you, small enough to care. 920-356-8860.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
All right, starting the fourth quarter here at Cambria Friesland High School. Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman. As we start the fourth period, it is 46-8. The Hilltoppers leading the visiting Fall River Rio Rebels on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. Opening week of the high school football regular season. The debut of new Cambria Friesland coach Jamie Link. And on the snap, goes to Turk, direct snap to Turk, and he's to the 15, he's to the 10, or no, I beg your pardon.
Team.
Wrong team.
That's Callan.
It's Callan Drews, and he
yards.
takes it in for a 30-yard touchdown. I beg your pardon, folks. You can tell it's week one for me, too. Callan Drews just ripped off a 30-yard touchdown run to start the fourth quarter.
Well, Mike, when was the last time that a set of brothers in the state of Wisconsin or any other state had one brother with over 200 yards and the other with over 100? Well, we need 9 yards for Callan.
So Carter Drews has 4 touchdowns. Callan Drews now has 2. That 30-yarder to go with a 36-yarder, I beg your pardon, a 1-yarder that he had earlier. Crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And now, 2-point conversion try. Snap, and they go right to Callan Drews, and he's going to lunge. Second effort, he got it. 2-point conversion. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they direct snapped him on the touchdown, too,
yes,
did they
correct.
not?
Yep. And I don't think he's going to pass.
No. 54-8, Cambria Friesland leads. And we're going to take a 1-minute break back after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
There's a lot of great teams in our area to cheer for this season, but why not join another winning team, McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We've got quite the strong returning lineup this year with quick lift chairs, strong lazy boys, and comforting sectionals and sofas. At McKinstry's, we can even frame your favorite sports memorabilia like pictures and jerseys. Stop in and shop with another winning home team today. McKinstry's Home Furnishings.
Austin Evans will kick it away for the Hilltoppers, who lead 54-8 on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. Powell and Tucker Lang back deep to receive for the Rebels. Here's the low end over end kick. Lang near the 25, 30, 35, and gets stood up around the 37 as I lost him in a pile of red jerseys. Again, a running clock in effect here right now. But the Drews brothers tonight have been something. You've heard of the Blues brothers? These are the Drews brothers. Carter Drews, 4 touchdowns tonight on the ground, and his brother Callan with 2. So the Drews brothers.
Do you think mom's name is Nancy?
I don't know.
Does anybody know?
That's a good one.
Anybody down there below us listening?
Oh, don't you're not going to do that.
Come on, folks, help us out.
Oh,
nobody brought their transistor.
Nobody brought their Well, we're not on the radio tonight, Tim.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You
on their
keep
phones.
Forgetting we're
on
their
the phones.
Well, it's.
They have internet here.
Well, apparently people are having trouble finding us tonight, so
shucks.
Whatever. We'll have to talk about that with the powers that be come Monday morning. Okay, well, so we have a few people watching tonight.
Maybe
hey,
my
thanks
wife,
for being with us, everybody.
I wonder if my wife ever was able to get on. I'll have to check it out here quick.
Man, a flag came up before the Rebels could snap the ball, and I'm guessing it was delay a game.
Delay a game.
That's exactly what it was.
Against Ryle Fall River.
All right, so it'll back him up 5, 1st and 15 with the ball now. Let's see, it's going to be around the 33-yard line. And Rosinski hands off. This is Mason Powell, who's been getting some playing time here as this game has progressed. Gets his way out to the 35. Picked up, about 2. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Tackle by number 8, Dayton McBride.
And Dayton McBride was the man who made the tackle. 9:40 and counting left in the ball game. Drama was kind of taken out of this one quite a while ago. On 2nd and 13, Rosinski hands it off, and going to the right side was, I'm trying to see how, I'm not sure how to pronounce this name. Where's number 6?
That is Nolan, oh boy.
Is it, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name.
I'm going to say
P-R-O-E-B-S-T-L-E.
I'm going to say Presto. I'm going to
Probest.
Well,
Probestal?
I think the PA guy is
we're going to go with him because that's, Probestal? And I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that name. No gain, by the way. Handoff. And that time, is that a 12? Because I don't have a 12 on my roster. No, it's 13. Powell. It was Powell. And there, we got that. And he lost yardage on the play back to the 31. So it's 4th down. Clock running, because again, we have that running clock in effect. 8:35 to go. 41-14. Beaver Dam leads Fort Atkinson. Second half of that, the third quarter in that one. So Beaver Dam has pulled away in the second half of that one.
Whoa.
Here's the snapback flag on the punt. Yeah.
You can't do that.
And it's Helmer that fields at the 43, 45, 50.
Oh, boy.
East to the left side, 45. Another flag.
Another flag.
So we've got
we're going to do this one over
all over the place.
We're going to do this one over again because the person in motion in the backfield for Rio Fall River was running down the field a la Canadian football. You understand?
Well, if we were in Toronto, that would probably work. But
oh, how about Windsor, Ontario?
That would work too. Oh, my. When I think about those nights in Montreal, I tell you. There's a line
Folks,
from,
if you only knew the history.
Song.
If you only knew the history.
That is a story for another night, maybe at halftime or a rain delay or something like that. We're talking about Windsor, Ontario.
Mike, for you folks that are listening, I just got back a week ago from a 9-day baseball bus trip throughout the East Coast, and it was the biggest hoot of all time. I mean to tell you. I met some of the craziest people I've ever met in my entire life. And I tell you what, I told that story to, probably all other 45 people in the bus.
Yeah.
And it's just, it goes down in the archives as the greatest of all time, I swear.
And the listeners are wondering, what is he talking about? Well, it's, again, it's some night when we have a rain delay or
we could make it
something.
really, really short. Let's just say you and I went into Canada together one time from Detroit when we were over there on a football game.
Yeah.
And we did not have a passport to get back.
No, we didn't.
So it was quite entertaining. Oh, what do we got here? Yep. Offsetting penalties. I don't know why it took that long because it was pretty simple. I had that figured out quite a while ago. Oh, my goodness. They're going to walk it off. Was there a personal foul?
Well, the penalty on, it says something, I thought he said declined when he pointed to the Rebels, but then, I don't know, now a timeout called by Cambria Friesland. Timeout brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver. Now you have a timeout, Tim. Finish the story.
Oh, okay. Well, Mike and I had the great pleasure to go to Detroit to watch a Packer-Detroit game. This is 2004, post-2001, by the way, folks. And my family and I had gone over there some 14 years earlier, and we went down through the tunnel and went over to Canada with no problem. Came back, no passport, everything's just great. So Mike and I, 2004, we go over there. We go over across the border. Hey, what are you doing here? Oh, we're just looking around, no problem. So a couple hours later, we decided to go to the football field, and unbeknownst to me, Mike had his broadcasting equipment in the trunk, And, of course, the
Had
broadcast
wires and antennas.
broadcast equipment has a bunch of batteries and a bunch of wires and a black case. And the dude that was checking the black case,
the customs
yeah,
official,
he did not enjoy that one
No.
bit. And he needed to find out more about Mike Tronson and Tim Haldeman in a real hurry. And very honestly, we found a nice guy because we could still be there.
Yeah, I thought
behind bars.
there were a couple of moments, Tim. I thought I was changing my address to Leavenworth. I mean, I really did. 1st and 10 for the Toppers on their own 42-yard line, going left to right, 4th quarter, and they lead big. We have a new quarterback in, or do they just direct snap it? I'm just trying to see here. The ball carrier, Salgado, Omar Salgado, 5 foot 4 inch. That's right, 5 feet 4 inches, 175 pounds, and a sophomore. Took that snap and picked up 2 yards to make it 2nd and 8 from the 45. And with the game, 54-8 right now, Cambria Friesland leads on the Gruber Law Office to score. But we're seeing all these younger players, the reserves, getting in and getting some time, and you certainly don't want to see, leave the starters in at this point and have them get hurt in a game that's already well under control.
When you have to play 11 guys in the field and you only got 19 eligible people to play.
Well, it's it. Cambria Friesland, has 19 players
19
suited
players
up tonight?
left.
Yeah.
One is out with injury tonight.
2nd and 8, and another flag, and came from the area of delay of game. We've had several of those tonight.
Delay of game called against the Hilltoppers.
So the Toppers get called for too much. It doesn't matter at this point. I mean, they're ahead big time, and only 6:25 to go on a running clock.
Get to listen to the Brewers on the way home tonight.
Yeah, they started about 8 o'clock or
8:30. 8:30
out in Oakland.
Yep.
The soon
for the last time.
They're playing the Las Vegas Athletics tonight in Oakland.
Is that going to be their name next year?
Probably. I mean, it's
the A's.
Boy, Vegas just taking all of Oakland's teams. 2nd and 13. Handoff, and Helmer straight ahead across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line of Fall River Rio. That was Hoyt Helmer on the carry.
Hoyt Helmer was the ball carrier. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Okay, we've got some people saying, we found you just fine. So that's okay, we had a Marquezan beat Assumption tonight, 42-6. But yeah, I'm trying to see, that was somebody checked in, and yeah, one of our viewers tonight said, we found you just fine. Thanks for doing the great job. Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
Yep.
And we're having a good time, and we'll broadcast for 1 or 100 or 1,000. We don't care. 1st and 10, by the way, as we get back to live action here. Again, and this time on the carry, is it 21? Alex Raymond. Okay, it was. Again, we're sorry, folks. This is what happens sometimes in a game, late in a game like this, when you've got all these players that are not normally starters, or maybe not even getting normally a lot of playing time. They come in late, and then we have to be on our toes as to who the quarterbacks are, the ball carriers. But that's what should happen here at this situation. You should be putting the reserves in and giving them some time. And as we talked about, 4:20 and counting left in the game. 2nd and 9 for the Toppers on the Rebel 46. Handoff, Helmer again.
Whoa,
he
goodbye.
could go. Yeah, he's
Goodbye.
gone. Nobody going to catch him. All the way in for the touchdown, as Helmer takes it 46 yards to the house, and putting the exclamation point on this one. 60-8, Cambria Friesland leads. Wow.
Well, that's a case right there of just not having any other backs, on your roster that can actually carry the football. And Helmer, no doubt a starter, and he's playing against the, second string here, of course, for Ryle Fall River, and he's just going to break tackles and go in and score.
So another 2-point conversion comes up here for the Hilltop.
Nope.
Oh, wait.
Come on, Mike.
To attempt the extra point, number 10, Carson Bermane.
So Carson Bermane is going to actually try and kick this out of the hold of Carter Drews.
Good snap.
Kick is up, and the kick is no good. He missed it wide left.
Oh, I never saw the ball.
Yeah, it went wide left.
Oh, that looked like my drive off the first tee today. Wide left.
All righty, so we'll take a 1-minute break back after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Your Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly in Beaver Dam knows that Wisconsinites take tailgating seriously, and they'll help you take it to the next level with their award-winning Fox Brothers brats and everything you need, whether you're at the game or enjoying it at home. Fox Brothers award-winning exclusive recipes use only the highest quality ingredients you'll taste with every bite and every brat. Try their 11 Grand Champion brats and sausages, including their pre-cooked Fox Brothers original brats, spicy Southwest chicken brats, and Philly cheese brats. Check them out online at foxbrospigglywiggly.com.
The winter weather can play havoc on your hands and hair. Fear not, the folks at Wonder Nails and Spa has just a ticket for you. Call 887-4374 and let them pamper you. Let them chase away those winter blues. Let's talk hair. Long, beautiful hair, shining, whoa, I digress. The team of Cost Cutters will put a shimmer and shine to your mood, and their retail products are the best in the business. Call 885-0437 today. That's why you hear everyone say, I shop Park Village Shopping Center, and you should too.
All righty, 3:59 left to go in this ball game, and on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. It's now 60-8. Cambria Friesland leading Fall River Rio. Here's the kickoff. And fielded by Powell. He's going to take it across the 20, left side 25, and out to about the 27 before he's tackled. It was Austin Evans, I believe, that brought him down.
Tackled by number 60, Ashton Brosveen.
And Brosveen was there as well. All right, so we're going to close out the final 3.5 minutes of this one. This was a 6-0 game at the end of the first quarter. But boy, ever since, it's been scoring play after scoring play after scoring play. And Cambria Friesland, once they got her going, Fall River Rio has not been able to stop them. 1st and 10 for the Rebels. And they've got the ball. And Rosinski hands it off. And there's a flag coming in very late. Powell on the carry. Mason Powell, who's been getting a lot of touches here late in this ball game. And a flag came in very late after he was down.
Cambria's heading the wrong direction.
Yeah, it was a face mask on the Hilltoppers. You can live with a penalty or two when you're ahead 60-8, I suppose. But that's stuff that, Jamie Link's going to say, all right, but that's stuff we got to work on and clean up going into the next week. What a debut for Jamie Link as the head coach of the Hilltoppers. Of course, we talked about the fact he's certainly not new to this program. And Rosinski hands it off. Powell breaks one tackle. Not going to escape the second wave. I asked Jamie Link the other night when I talked to him on the phone, I said, was that a goal of yours to come back to Cambria Friesland eventually? And he says, well, it's funny how life works out. He said that, he coached. He actually had several stops. He coached in Seneca under a Hall of Fame coach, Pat Connors. He coached at Highland. He also coached at Rio for 3 years, and he told the folks at Rio he was going to stay there unless the phone rang and it was a call from Cambria Friesland, and that actually happened. And here he is. He was on Jim Bilesma's staff the last several years. Now he's the head coach. And this is
number 6.
Yep.
In your program.
And again, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Krebstel? And I'll have to check that one out with Coach Haas. I apologize, folks. But, he's been on the staff. He played for Coach Bilesma back in the early 2000s. He was on that 2002 Division VII state championship team. So you talk about coming full circle for Jamie Link. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Minute 25 left. It's 3rd and 5 for the Rebels. And they hand off to Powell trying to go left side. He's dragged down a flag on the play. And the tackle was made by Bryce Retzloff. the 5'11 sophomore, the 260-pounder, but we're just about done with this.
Back. By number 52, Bryce Retzlaff.
By the time they walk this off, they may not get another playoff.
All right, we're under a minute now with the running clock, and
oh, they declined it.
So penalty declined, as Tim mentioned. It's only week 1, but high school football is back.
It goes in a hurry every year,
It does,
Mike.
every year.
Yep.
Before you know it, we'll be talking about basketball and hockey, but that's another time. 28 seconds left. Might be the last snap of the game here. On 3rd and 5 for the Rebels at the 45, and handoff to Powell, and he cannot turn the corner. As he tried to come near side, and he was brought down by McBride, and that is likely going to be the last play of the game because the Rebels aren't going to snap it again. So that will do it as the clock ticks down to double zeros. And the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers with a dominating performance.
Wow.
In week 1 as there's fireworks going off here. Look at this. Fireworks celebrating Jamie Link's win in his inaugural game as head coach. How about this? We get that on camera there, Aiden? Look at this. I love it. Fantastic. We'll watch the fireworks go off here, and there were a lot of fireworks in this game, so this is appropriate. 60-8 your final on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. 1 call, that's all. All right, that's the end of the display. And we'll take a break. We're going to take a 3-minute break. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make 1 call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your auto owner's insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you. Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
When it comes to a winning lineup, turn to the selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam. Their team goes the extra mile to provide a winning experience, from hassle-free financing options to exceptional customer service. It's like having a dedicated cheering section cheering you on in every step of the vehicle purchase. Give the team at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam a call at 920-885-3301 or visit napleton151.com and find new roads with their winning inventory.
There's a lot of great teams in our area to cheer for this season, but why not join another winning team? McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We've got quite the strong returning lineup this year with quick lift chairs, strong lazy boys, and comforting sectionals and sofas. At McKinstry's, we can even frame your favorite sports memorabilia like pictures and jerseys. Stop in and shop with another winning home team today. McKinstry's Home Furnishings.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Stop in and see everything that our store has to offer. We built it just for you. We have mattresses, box springs, power bases, bedroom sets, furniture, living room sets, dining sets, everything that you would need to complete your entire home. We've got our interest-free financing and a really great local staff here to help you. So you've got all local people here to help you out from start to finish for anything that you would need. So stop in, shop local, and save big with us.
Hi, I'm Josh Schneider with Silica for Your Home. We have a great feature available in our showrooms, our digital price tags. They search the internet every day and allow us to adjust the prices based on our competitors. That ensures you are always getting the best deal. If it finds a lower price, it will automatically change our silica price in real time. These digital price tags are all about saving you time and money. Shop Silica for your home for the best sales, service, and selection.
You're watching the Daily Dodge postgame show.
Well, the smoke now clearing from the fireworks display we just saw here at Cambria Friesland High School. And the Hilltoppers with a dominating season-opening win, 60-8 over the Fall River Rio Rebels. My name is Mike Tronson. Tim Haldeman right back here behind me. Aiden Boyd is to my right. You can't see him. He's off camera. Tim Haldeman, what a great effort, and congratulations to head coach Jamie Link as he picks up win number 1 as head coach of the Hilltoppers.
I think he's going to have a few more this year, Mike.
I think he will.
He's got a talented crew. Short in numbers, as he did mention on his interview with our buddy Wade earlier this week. I just happened to catch that the other morning at about 6:50, and it was true to form because, wow, he's got a really talented crew, and he's got to be very, very satisfied with his junior quarterback who didn't have any varsity experience whatsoever, Dayton McBride, and he was, let's see, I got him 5 for 8 in the ball game tonight for a total of 98 yards and a couple of touchdowns, I think, if I recall correctly. So and then on the ground, as you mentioned, Mike, a bit of a slow start for the Hilltoppers tonight. Held in check throughout the majority of the first quarter, but they did score very, very late in that first stanza. But they continued to rush the football throughout the night, 38 carries for 420 yards. As I mentioned, Carter Drews, no doubt the MVP tonight with 10 carries I got him for 233 yards. That's highly unofficial because it's early in the season for me too. But also Callan Drews, his kid brother, a couple years younger, he had 8 carries for 91. And Hoyt Helmer, quite the triumvirate, if you will, there, Mike Tronson, 5 carries for a total of 93 yards. So 420 net yards on the ground. Grand total yardage gained for the Hilltoppers tonight, 518 yards. And needless to say, the biggest stat is some 60 points on the scoreboard. The Rebels tonight, quarterback Kenny Robbins, 2 for 5 for 56 yards, all in the first half, as he went out with injury about midway through the third quarter. 30 rushes on the ground for 113 yards, 169 total net yards gained. Devin Turk, the leading rusher for the Rebels tonight, he had that early 58-yard gain on the first play from scrimmage, but couldn't quite get it into the end zone, and from that point the Hilltopper defense got strong and held them out of the end zone for that possible would-be early touchdown, which, hey, who knows, Mike, could have drastically changed this ball game. But Devin Turk ended the night with 9 carries for 87 yards. So that's what we've got for statistic-wise, Mike, and bring us up to date on touchdowns in the second half, as the majority of the time was a running clock.
Yeah, it really was. But, yeah, touchdowns, there were quite a few of them in this game. As we mentioned, the Drews brothers, Carter and Callan, incredible. Carter Drews tonight, 4 rushing touchdowns, a 27-yarder, an 81-yarder, a 22-yarder, and a 36-yarder. His younger brother, Callan, mentioned those 2 rushing touchdowns, a 1-yarder, and he had a 30-yard touchdown run. Dayton McBride, Cambria Friesland's quarterback, 2 passing touchdowns, one in the first quarter, a 42-yarder to Austin Evans, and in the second quarter, a 15-yard touchdown pass to Carson Bermania. The other player that got in the scoring column tonight for Cambria Friesland was Hoyt Helmer, who ripped off a 46-yard run late in the game. Second half scoring, it was actually 30-8 going into the third quarter. Callan Drews got his first touchdown, a 1-yard run with 6:51 to go in the third quarter to make it 38-8 after the 2-point conversion actually was converted. Then, it was about a minute and a half later, Carter Drews with a 36-yard run and another 2-point conversion to make it a 46-8 Cambria Friesland lead. And then in the fourth quarter, Callan Drews, a 30-yard run that I mentioned earlier, 2-point conversion. He got the 2-point conversion as well, 54-8. And then finally with 3:59 left, Helmer's touchdown was a 46-yard run. The extra point, they actually tried to kick it that time. Extra point was missed wide left, but it didn't matter. 60-8. And that is your final tonight on the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All scoreboard. A dominating win for Cambria Friesland. And Tim, we have to pick out our Napleton Chevy Buick GMC drive of the game. Well, we've got so many to pick from here. You know what? I mean, where do you start even with all the touchdowns and all the fireworks that we saw tonight? Looking at this here, I mean, the tone was set early.
I'll tell you what, my vote was the score 81-yard run by Carter Drews right after it became 18-8. I'm going to tell you, that's my drive of the game. It might be only one play drive.
But it was huge. What a response.
But, yes, there you go. It was the response to
there you go.
the
That's why he's
touchdown.
on staff here. That's why he makes the big bucks. That's our Napleton Chevy Buick GMC drive of the game. And it was a one-play drive, but it was an 81-yard run to pay dirt for Carter Drews, as you said, right after the very next play after Fall River Rio scored their only touchdown of the game. Brought to you by our good friends at Napleton Chevy Buick GMC. Wow, we're off and running here, Tim Haldeman.
Yeah.
This is fun. Huh?
I better run home quickly to bed because I'm yawning, Mike.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go again.
Big day tomorrow. Oh, boy. This one's been planned for a long time. Yep. I can't tell everybody where I'm going tomorrow.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's legal.
Okay.
And I'm going with my wife, too.
That's good. That's
good.
I'm
very proud of it, to be very honest. Yeah.
Good. You should be. All right.
Yeah.
Good
It's
to see you.
musically inclined. How about that for a deal? How about that?
Good to see you, Timmy. Aiden
Pleasure's
Boyd.
mine. Aiden,
Good
as
to get
always,
the
my
band
friend.
back together here.
Great
Yeah,
job,
I tell
big
you.
fella.
He is, I tell you what, Aiden doesn't get a lot of FaceTime on air, but we could not do this without him. There is no way we would be remotely able to do this without his talents as our videographer and engineer. So, Aiden, good to see you. Oh, he's gonna. You want to get in? You want to get in here? Wait
Get
to
over
your
here.
adoring fans.
There
we go.
There's the
There we
dynamic
go.
trio right there.
We got a trio here.
Yeah.
This is the money team, the ATM team here. So, Aiden, Tim, and Mike. So, but thank you very much, folks, for tuning in tonight. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Again, our presenting video sponsors include Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game also brought to you by our good friends at McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Kladowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch of Beaver Dam, Park Village Shopping Center, Richards Insurance, Preferred Dental Partners, Napleton Chevy Buick GMC, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Gruber Law Office, Beaver Dam Tire and Service, and Mayville Tire and Service, Air Care, Jerry's BP, Silica for your home, and Moraine Park Technical College. 60-8 your final on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. Cambria Friesland tonight, a winner over Fall River Rio. And again, reminder, we'll be back with you next week. More games Thursday and Friday nights here on Daily Dodge TV. Hope you'll join us for that. For Aiden and for Tim, my name is Mike Tronson saying so long from Cambria Friesland. Have a great evening. Enjoy your weekend. This has been a Daily